The following video contains strong sexual content and is rated M for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised.
So y'all know I've been up late last night. I went to bed around like 4 something after 4 in the morning. And so when I woke up to click on the link, that doggone video was removed, man. I was like, damn, but I heard about it. I got to give my brother a call. Matter of fact, I will do that right now. I mean, he got the clears and stuff up from what I heard. I don't know if it's true or not. It's just right now is a rumor to me. And that's my brother. GRLA Hebrew is my brother. It's just hard for me to believe something like that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Man, let me see if he willing to... I don't need to bring him on for that. I don't know. If y'all want to ask me any questions, I'm open for it. Anything is on the board. It's up to me to want to answer it. If it's in, something y'all want to say or ask. I'm supposed to have Captain Tesoria. When you hit me up earlier, that video was gone, bro. I tried to watch it, and they removed the video.
I downloaded it. I'm going to text it to you.
Oh, my God. Because soon as I went live, somebody in the audience, they asked me, SANETER, did you? Oh, here you go. I know you heard about GRLA Hebrew. So I'm like, oh, man, I heard something, but I don't know. Because when I tried to click on the video, it was removed, man. Do you believe that, though?
Yeah. I don't know the intricacies of how it got removed, but I downloaded it this morning. So
no, I'm saying, do you believe that story, though? Do you believe that? Because you know how people get on here and lie about everything.
Okay, here's the best I can tell you. When you watch the video, the evidence is so damning. I say the evidence is damning. There's so much evidence of the conversations between him and his woman, everything like that. He got to come with a nuclear bomb to that.
Oh, man, don't tell me nothing like that, brother. GRLA's my man. That's my brother, man.
This is my brother, too. And if he got a nuclear bomb, please launch it. But without a nuclear bomb, there's no way that I don't believe what's said in it.
She said, tell the captain he is live. Tell him he is live.
Yeah, I did a live. Hey, tell his sister I did a live stream about it.
Yeah.
I did a live stream about it earlier today because all Israel was asking me about it and talking about it.
Did you contact him? Did you try to contact him?
Yeah, I texted him and asked him about it. He said it wasn't true. I told him, I said, you're going to have to speak on this ASAP.
Yeah.
I said, because the people want to know. I said, this ain't something that you can hold back. You can't hold back none of this. All of this got to come out. All of it.
Damn. Peace, man.
All right, so I'll hit you up.
All right. So, family, what do y'all think, man? Should I give the gorilla a call? Maybe I might have to call him without live, see what's going on. And that's what I'll do. I'll see if he want to come on the show and explain it, because this is some real, in case y'all don't know, it's some real stuff that came out on the GRLA Hebrew, taking it, you know what I'm saying? Taking it.
Taking it, you know what I'm saying? Taking it.
Taking it, you know what I'm saying? Taking it.
I don't really want to go in on that. I'll give him a call right now.
Elder brother, what's going on?
Okay, man. So it is what it is right there. And I know how slander go. Slander is crazy. I know I was muted, but I didn't want to put the brother live. That's my brother right there, GRLA Hebrew. That's my brother. I know how people slander people on YouTube. I know how women act when you break up with them. When women break up with a man, I know what they do. They put out stuff. They slander the brother because they hurt. And that's how I'm going to give my brother the benefit of the doubt until I see proof of everything. And that's the same thing I did with Polite, and people got mad.
And that's the same thing I did with Polite, and people got mad.
And that's the same thing I did with Polite, and people got mad.
People got mad. I'm like, yo, I'm not going to say nothing until that judge come down with that damn hammer.
People got mad. I'm like, yo, I'm not going to say nothing until that judge come down with that damn hammer.
People got mad. I'm like, yo, I'm not going to say nothing until that judge come down with that damn hammer.
That's the proper way to do stuff, but people get mad at you for not being a follower like them.
People get mad at you for not being a follower like them.
People get mad at you for not being a follower like them.
And jumping to conclusions. No, I'm going to wait.
And jumping to conclusions. No, I'm going to wait.
And jumping to conclusions. No, I'm going to wait.
Until they drop the hammer. When they drop the hammer, that's when you can go in. That's when you do what you got to do.
Until they drop the hammer. When they drop the hammer, that's when you can go in. That's when you do what you got to do.
Until they drop the hammer. When they drop the hammer, that's when you can go in. That's when you do what you got to do.
And so the rumors that's going out right now is that GRLA Hebrew, F the man, was effing men.
The rumors that's going out right now is that GRLA Hebrew, F the man, was effing men.
The rumors that's going out right now is that GRLA Hebrew, F the man, was effing men.
And was allowing his wife to have sex with other men. That's the rumor that's going out. And so I might as well say it because everybody gonna hear it.
That's the rumor that's going out. And so I might as well say it because everybody gonna hear it.
That's the rumor that's going out. And so I might as well say it because everybody gonna hear it.
You know, it's just going all over right now. You see? So just to get y'all caught up to date, that's what's going on. The brother is definitely willing to come on and clear up a lot of this misunderstanding. That's what I was told, that, yo, me and my wife split up, we separated, and that's what happens. That's what happens. Because if you're gonna put that out, that doesn't make sense. I don't believe it. I can't believe that. Ain't no way in hell. GRLA Hebrew got like 3, 4 wives.
Ain't no way in hell. GRLA Hebrew got like 3, 4 wives.
Ain't no way in hell. GRLA Hebrew got like 3, 4 wives.
You know, the hell, and he's an Israelite. What the hell? He's up there. Man, I ain't going for that, man. I'm just not gonna do it because I know how it is on YouTube and how people lie to defame your name.
I know how it is on YouTube and how people lie to defame your name.
I know how it is on YouTube and how people lie to defame your name.
They said to me, they told me that I had sex with a girl when she was 15 and I was 17.
They said to me, they told me that I had sex with a girl when she was 15 and I was 17.
They said to me, they told me that I had sex with a girl when she was 15 and I was 17.
And they ran with that lie for damn near 2 years, 3 years.
And they ran with that lie for damn near 2 years, 3 years.
And they ran with that lie for damn near 2 years, 3 years.
You know what I'm saying? With no proof, with no evidence at all.
With no proof, with no evidence at all.
With no proof, with no evidence at all.
People that just wanted to tear me down and hated me.
People that just wanted to tear me down and hated me.
People that just wanted to tear me down and hated me.
They all went with that lie and they just spread it out there. One of the brothers left because he knew he couldn't continue to do that. And I'm speaking about Minister Inky, Dr. Inky.
One of the brothers left because he knew he couldn't continue to do that. And I'm speaking about Minister Inky, Dr. Inky.
One of the brothers left because he knew he couldn't continue to do that. And I'm speaking about Minister Inky, Dr. Inky.
He's the one that brought that out, him and his other dude.
He's the one that brought that out, him and his other dude.
He's the one that brought that out, him and his other dude.
You know, and it is what it is. So once I see that, I'm like, man, that's all people do is defame you. Look at Cardi B, how she got defamed.
Look at Cardi B, how she got defamed.
Look at Cardi B, how she got defamed.
A lot of people, man, not just them, you know? So that's what's going on right now with the GRLA Hebrew. He's in a slander campaign right now. But anyway, man, stay strong, GRLA Hebrew. Shout out to you, brother. You don't mess with that black woman, man. She gets gone and she will just start making up all kind of stuff to get you, you know? And it's some real heavy accusations, though. I ain't gonna lie. Because the people are saying that his wife showed his texts coming directly from his phone, all of that. So I don't know. I really don't care about that stuff, man. People always slandering me and shit.
I really don't care about that stuff, man. People always slandering me and shit.
I really don't care about that stuff, man. People always slandering me and shit.
Family, it's your brother AHRAYAHLA, and this is the heaviest thing that I've had to deal with in my entire time being in this Israelite community. I am literally at a loss for words. About 3 days ago, some information was presented to me. Some information came across my desk. Some evidence.
About 3 days ago, some information was presented to me. Some information came across my desk. Some evidence.
About 3 days ago, some information was presented to me. Some information came across my desk. Some evidence.
Some damning evidence came across my desk. I am deeply disturbed at the information that has been presented to me. I want brothers and sisters to truly understand how sincerely disturbed and how just at loss for words that I am right now, and how deeply saddened I am that this is a reality, that this is true. I'm just going to dive into the first piece of evidence. Okay, so right here, this is a screen recording from one of the wives of GRLA Hebrew, Elazar Ben Loya, Adonis Glaude. Now, before I dive into this evidence, I want it to be known that I have zero ill will towards Elazar. This is not coming from a place of AHRAYAHLA clout chasing. That's not what's going on. This is a matter of right is right, wrong is wrong. So this evidence has been presented to me. I want to warn you, it gets very explicit, it gets very dark, and it gets very depraved. This is a screen recording, right? So there's no question of whether this is, legitimate or not. This is a screen recording from the phone of one of the wives of Elazar. So as you can see here, the sister has a picture of Elazar. This is an AI generated picture that he posted on his social media. You guys can see this, right? So this is a conversation. She says, "Hold on, I'm not home. I'll let you know when I open box," right? The response from Alazar, "Not that app, LOL." Rolling eye emoji. You know what app I'm talking about. You still being, you guys can read. The response from his wife says, "You create it. Okay, are you going to get on that MF?" The response is Khan. Okay, what's the code? Response from wife. What code? Response from chief. They text it to your phone. No code was sent to my phone. You got it now? Code is sent. The lube is here, LOL. LOL for real? I forgot to order it though. Pondering face emoji. Well, it has your name on package. They must have just sent some complimentary. Response. I assume that's what it was. Nah, it's from Amazon. I didn't open package yet. Let me look. Oh no, that isn't the lube. LOL. It's the hat. Okay, so now you guys may be confused. What app is this brother setting up for this wife? It's Tinder. It's a dating app. You may be asking, what's going on with this lube? We'll get there. Now, what I want to point out is there's a package being delivered to the home, and it's a hat. Now, this brother is known for his amazing fitted cap collection. He literally speaks about his fitted hat collection quite frequently. Let's continue. Okay, so eye roll emoji. Login email is, here's the password. Ordering lube now. Okay, LOL. Login and you can get started. Response. I'm busy at the moment. Of you, this is probably if you, right? Typo. If you want to add or change anything, you can rearrange the photos. You don't hang to this second. You don't have to this second. He corrects himself. You don't have to this second. I'm just letting you know, bae, it's active. You use my actual email? No, I made a new one. So this brother made an email for the purpose of creating a dating site profile for his wife, as we're seeing here. Let's continue. No, I made a new one, LOL, based on it. It ain't like anyone can see it. Response. Still risky, but okay. It isn't public info on the app. It's only to log in. You could also use your number. When you go on, you can verify your account as well. I have you preference set to white, and I have it set on deal breaker. So hypothetically, no one who isn't white should be able to see your profile at all. Why is the leader of the SICARII, the chief priest, Alazar Bonloya, aka the Guerrilla Hebrew, why are we looking at a screen recording of a text message thread between him and one of his wives, where he is setting her up on a dating app, creating emails, and setting preferences to white? And it's a deal breaker. We'll get into that more. Question. So now the sister asks, different area code question? It's in Canton, so yeah, way up north. I think we probably should discuss strategy, LOL. Got him, and got the full activity passes for, these are the names of 3 of his children. So this is not a game. This is real, right? Strategy, question mark. Leave me alone. I got pen pals. That's it. He responds, LOL. I know, but I'm saying, like, what's your backstory? What are you going to tell them about yourself? Now tell who? These white men that he is setting the preference for his wife's profile that he created on a dating app. Oh, okay, well, you can tell me that part. Then she questions, I gotta lie? He says, you don't got to, baby. I'm asking what you want to say. You don't, LOL. And she says, I don't know. I was thinking maybe you're separated. She responds, separated on a dating site? So again, it is confirmed that this man, Chief Priest Alazar Bonloya, aka the Guerrilla Hebrew, is engaging in a conversation with one of his wives and setting up a Tinder profile, a dating site profile for her, using her pictures, creating a new email, setting her preference to white for the avoidance of anyone outside of white people. So that means that no so-called black or Hispanic would potentially see her on this profile, right? I was thinking maybe you're separated. She questions, separated on a dating site? Let's look at the response, family. You think that's unheard of? Her response is no. Yeah, separated. You've had a ultra-conservative epiphany. She rolls her eyes. LOL, if you don't like that, okay, what do you want to do? I don't know. Feel it. I'll feel it out. Okay, you logged in yet? She responds, yes. Mind your business, though. You need to be concerned about that lube. Now, again, we'll get back to the lube thing in just a second, okay? We'll get back to the lube thing in just a second. He's now questioning whether or not his wife is logged into the app, the dating app, that he created the profile for her, set the preference to white, and the location far away from Atlanta where he resides, and asking, did she log in yet, to start swiping. Why would a priest of God, why would a man of God set up a Tinder profile for one of his wives to swipe on white men? You guys be the judge of that. I'm gonna be peeking in, but yes, ma'am, everything is ordered. I'll be there tomorrow. So he said he's gonna be somewhere tomorrow, right? She says, why you answering my questions? I'm assuming that means why aren't you answering my questions? LOL. It was just a couple, they asked right at sign up. Then he says, you could change them, right? Her response, I sure did. Okay, good. You start swiping. So again, he's confirming that he set up a dating profile for his wife, and he's asking if she started swiping on white men because he set the preference to white men. She responds, yeah, yes, right? LOL, babe, why you lying? I'm not lying. I already feel off about this. You pressing me is making it worse. So we can see coercion here. We can see the sister being led by a so-called man of God, a leader of an Israelite camp, a chief priest, the chief priest, Elazar ben Loya, aka the Gorilla Hebrew, true name Adonis Glaude. He is setting up Tinder profiles for his wife to swipe on white men. He says, okay, right? And now the rest of this conversation goes into, she's asking about, you know, legality of getting firearms, things of that nature, right? This is real, right? So this is a real conversation, right? So let's see. So you're asking about concealed carry, not important, right? And now this is a sex toy, right? This is a sex toy app. Love Ints Toys. Okay, so this is a real legit conversation, right? As you guys can see. So let's go to the beginning, right? And also why this lube thing is important, right? So I'm gonna hit play again from the beginning. Now, I've paused it. Now, we already confirmed that this is Alazar's texting her. We confirmed his number. I showed you his number saved in my phone, and I showed you that I had a conversation with him as recently as February 20th, an 11-minute long conversation. Literally showed you a literal screen mirroring from my iPhone, right? I use a MacBook. That is something that you're able to do with a MacBook, right? Literally mirror your actual phone. So if you guys take a look, right, here at the recent photos, do you guys see this? Do you guys see this? Keep that in mind, right? So now that we've brought this evidence out, let's go to another piece of evidence. Okay, so here's another screen recording, right? Let's press play. So this is on the sister's actual page. You can see the Blue Letter Bible app, Clubhouse, Bible, right? This is where things start to take a really, really deep, dark, wicked turn, right? So now just for the record, you can see this is me. I have been conversing with this sister, right? This is actually my wife, right? The sister has to type in the word peg. Now, so brothers and sisters who are unaware, pegging is when a woman puts on a strap on and inserts said strap on into the sphincter, the anus of a man. This is literally the definition of pegging, right? Let's continue. Right, so you can see this is legitimate, right? Okay, so you said I'm mean. His response, but that's why niggas have always been intimidated of you. Question mark, you want me to be nice, right? He says you are. I want you to be different things at different times, LOL. Don't we all? It's her response. He says, I like girls with resting B faces. A lot. Always have. She responds, I def had that. Don't ish be going on in my brain. My face just does it. His response, but for some reason, it really hit different for girls with darker complexions. Light-skinned B faces really ain't hitting. Yeah, my face like that too, babe, so I understand, LOL. But for a lot of guys, it's nigga repellent. She questions, nigga repellent? What? You mean you intimidate other men? LOL, like, niggas be intimidated as you said. No, you. We off me, F me. Response, I'm trying to F you. Response, bet. The sister's net response is, there is numbing lube, you know? There is numbing lube, you know? You know when you guys go to, like, the doctor or you go to the dentist and you get numbing so that when they do they're fixing a cavity or a root canal or whatever work's being done on your mouth, right? They numb the area to do the procedure. She's saying, there's numbing lube. Now, remember the last screen recording I showed you, he's talking about ordering lube, and I showed you a picture at the bottom that's in their photo logs, their shared photos between them, right? Let's keep going. What's the fun in that? What's the fun in that? Can I send you nasty images? Question mark. She sends him these two links to adamandeve.com, right? Which is a sex store website. Okay? It has nothing to do with the Bible. AdamandEve.com has nothing to do with the Bible. It's a sex store website. Okay? Now, remember, this is the image that we saw in the last screen recording, right? That ish looked a little big. Response, this one is kind of perfect. Response from Chief Priest Alazar Maloya, okay. She responds, starts out at 3-inch and slim. Then we work our way up if you want. Read the info in the description. Okay, that does sound perfect. Not I'm gonna get hit with something bigger than you get hit with. That's crazy. Con, pathetic. This is why you need a boyfriend. Family, why is the leader of the SICARII, Chief Priest Alazar Maloya, aka Gorilla Hebrew, real name Adonis Glaude, why is he having a text conversation, first and foremost, setting up a dating profile with a preference set to white people, white men, for his wife to be on? Number one. Why would he be talking about lube in said screen recording of said text message thread? Why would he say to his wife, this is why you need a boyfriend? Why would a priest of God say that his wife needs a boyfriend? Response, all my toys are bigger than you. You probably right though. His response, I love that. We both know it. And you ain't answered if I could send you nasty images, right? Oh, I didn't see that. Images of what? Sexual things. Not shrimpy. His response, I wouldn't bore you with that, only big ones. There is one thing I really want to send you. I don't know why, LOL. You don't know why, is her response. LOL, why then? I'll send things in general, but one thing in particular, I don't know why I exactly want to send it the most. I don't live in that maze in your head. How the F should I know? Cause you scary, nigga. His response, say it with the R, bae, LOL. You know you're borderline in the clan by now. Huh? Cause you scary, N-word with the hard R. You saying that to me puts me in a effing trance, I hope you know. And it's like I'm under your hypnosis. LOL, we not even in the same room, is the response from the sister. He says, and I will do whatever you say. Remember, you called me that how fast I was at the door. When you said you don't care about N-words happiness. LOL, that is true. You want me to act right. Drop an N-bomb, bae. You literally hypnotized me. Now, this is very graphic, and I have to blur this because this cannot go on YouTube. You literally hypnotized me. This is what I wanted to send though. Won't that get old eventually, question mark? His response, I highly doubt it. Here we have a video of a black woman performing fellatio on a white man with the thumbnail stating white lives matter. Now the sister questions, that from Twitter, question mark? His response, it is. Another one, and you're going to be your headphones. I'm assuming this is supposed to mean you're going to need your headphones. Now what? Here is another video of a black woman performing fellatio on a white man with the caption saying, she kissed her black boyfriend after this. You not really reacting, bae. Her question, why these women never dominating these white boys? His response, they have clips of that, but I'm not into this. The fetish is the black man is dominated by the black woman who submits to the white man. So Chief Priest Alazar Maloya, aka the Gorilla Hebrew, real name Adonis Glaude, is admitting to not having a fetish about this per se, but having a specific fetish of black men being dominated by black women who submit to the white man. Her response, I see. Like the woman is degraded by the white guy, question mark. His response, yes, but happily as a slap in a nigga's face. Like, look what he can do that you aren't allowed to do. Response, I mean though. He says, what, bae? You gonna order that starter kit though? Oh, and lube, lots of lube. You didn't say anything about the numbing lube. I don't want to be numb. Why is Alazar Maloya, aka the Gorilla Hebrew, telling his wife that hey, I'm ordering lube? She says, hey, there's this thing called numbing lube. He says, I don't want to be numb. Okay, let's keep going. You gotta wear this shirt with the kit. Let's look at the image. I love white boys. It will only go on the outside. Let me go back. It will only go on the outside. Regular lube on the dildo, though. His response, okay, you're the boss. Sends another shirt. I love my white boyfriend. I'm getting you all of these. And you gotta take a selfie with them on. Her response, I dare you. You dare me to what? Get those shirts. Oh, baby, as soon as this sun is down, it's ordered. So this conversation, guys, was happening on the Sabbath. And the only thing preventing GRLA Hebrew, a.k.a. Alazar Ben Lawyer, a.k.a. Adonis Glad, the only thing preventing him from ordering these shirts is because he does not want to break the Sabbath. But he does not want numbing lube after talking about getting hit with something bigger than what his wife gets hit with. Response: we need that vibrator thing you can control with Wi-Fi. You need to stimulate me more. Response: I'm you going to go outside in them? Yes, my empress. Her response: sure, why not? Better hope no one sees me. His response: I really want to see the response. Send link to the Wi-Fi vibrator. Her response: outrage. So I'll order all this, not if you are in a white area. I would do it anywhere near the city. I wouldn't do it anywhere near the city. So let's keep going. We getting the kit, the lube, the vibrator, the shirts. We just missing one thing. You pick. What we missing? You need a boyfriend. And then there's a link to adamandeve.com. It says this one. Then he sends a screenshot. I don't know if it's now, either now or how. Now I see why Candace Owen doesn't deal with niggas. Okay. Her response is, I agree. I've said 3 things. Which do you agree? Her response: what do you mean? I mean a statement sent a vibrator, then sent a pic. Which are you agreeing with? All the above or just one? LOL. If you want me to get a boyfriend, I will. What about the vibrator? I asked for it and told you to pick. I'm fine with it. Okay, cool. Just making sure. Tired of stimulating myself. At least you can do it from far away. And do you want me to go one or no? I do, baby. So get one or no. Get a boyfriend or not. I do, baby. So Alazar Ben Lawyer, aka the GRLA Hebrew, real name Adonis Glad, is confirming that he wants his wife to get a boyfriend. Now he says, can I do it random? Response: no, I got it. Okay, so you're gonna have to pull it out and be using it. Then I can use the app. Wait, what we talking about? LOL. The boyfriend question mark? He says the vibrator. Or, right? She says, or vibrator. He says, LOL, you got the boyfriend covered too, baby? Question mark. If you want me to, yep. You don't know my type, and no, I just leave it in. Then he responds, okay, I need to be very much included in the process though. Response: how? Like, I want to know everything. How you gonna get him? Response: by hook or by crook. LOL, babe. What that mean? I feel like you honestly have someone in mind. Response: no. What's a safe dating app? Okay, Cupid, it's the whitest one also. You can literally specify racial preferences. But I need that login. I will never respond, but I do want to see your activity. Then he sends a receipt for the purchase of a boundless silicone pegging kit for $44.99, an 11-inch Dulce Bluetooth dual vibrator for $139, right? With a subtotal of $183.99, shipping cost of $26.99, rush processing for 99 cents, and shipping assurance for $2.25. What size should I get? What size shirt should I get? Small/medium. Response: shirts ordered. Dating app up? Question mark. No, I'll do it once baby is asleep. What if somebody sees me on the app? Cupid is popular, no? We just witnessed this man confirm the ordering of a pegging kit that goes from 3 inches and slimmed and up, and lube. Hold the numbing lube. What regular lube? I don't want numbing lube. I want my wife to peg me. No numbing lube. This is your chief priest Alazar Ben Lawyer, aka the GRLA Hebrew. He's into being a cuckold, and he's into pegging. I repeat, Alazar Ben Lawyer, aka the GRLA Hebrew, real name Adonis Glad, is a cuckold and is into pegging. Now, family, this is absolutely insane. This is the most disturbing thing I have ever witnessed in my entire life. I do not know where to even begin. I don't know. I do not know where to even begin. You can see, this is a shipping box. Here's the vibrator in the box. Here's the pegging kit in the box. And then you can see right here an email, a screenshot of an email, right? If you zoom in, it says sexy on the way. Your order has shipped. 2 items from Adam and Eve, expected Wednesday, April. I can't tell that date, right? This man is having his black wife, mother of his children, sign up for sites to have sex with white men. to get a boyfriend. The white man who he goes out to the street corners and professes is the Diablos that the Bible speaks of. Yet he gets off on white men having their way with black women and then dominating their black boyfriends and or husbands. He is getting pegged, and we need to, listen, this man has ordered a peg kit and said, hold the numbing lube. I don't want that. I want the real deal. He wants to be called the hard R by his wife. Absolutely, positively, the most heinous, disgusting, vile thing I have ever witnessed in all of my Israelite career. My time of being in this community, I've never seen something so depraved, something so gross and disgusting. My question is, where is he getting the money for this? He does not have a job. He does not work a 9 to 5 like you and I. But where is he getting primarily his funds? It's from all the tithes that we as members pay. It's from all of the super chats and the super thanks and the donations that you, brothers and sisters, that you freely give. Because where is he again, he does not have a job. We see what he's spending money on. He's spending money on a goddamn pegging kit, on sex toys. He's setting up Tinder profiles and OkCupid profiles, dating sites for his wife, the mother of some of his children, to go on to get a white boyfriend. With how bad this is, like, we don't even want to. Listen, I don't even think it's necessary to bring out even more evidence. The Bible says, out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses shall a matter be established. We have 2 right here. 2 actually 3. Him, the wife, and the text messages. We have 3 witnesses.
Yeah, shalom, everybody. As I listen to the information, it's beyond shocking. I don't even know what words to use. I came across this information on Monday, and I couldn't believe it. Like, to say, like, again, shocking or bizarre, it doesn't even begin to describe it. Like AHRAYAHLA said, it's the worst thing that I've ever seen. And I just want to set the record, because I know there's people that are going to have fair questions. They're going to ask, how did you not know? Did you know? Did you participate? You know what I mean? People are going to be asking these questions, especially to brothers like myself who were close to Al-Azhar.
This is nasty work, bro. Nasty work, man.
So Allah said you want to give your testimony on this situation?
Yeah, tell them what happened at the Airbnb for the summit. Yeah, but before I go into that, I just wanted to say this is not the first incident. I don't know if the brother Alan and Gad told you about this. This is not the first incident. This is the second one with the second wife. So he's been doing this shit. We exposed him for doing this, like, but in 2021, I think it was. His wife contacted us with screenshots of him wanting to do kind of the same type shit, and nobody wanted to listen to us. And now that Hassad and this brother AHRAYAHLA exposed them, it went viral because they were 2 of his right hand mans. See, when we said it, nobody wanted to listen to us. But we've been saying this shit about this brother, man. This brother's wicked, man. But he allows this shit though, so that's why this shit. But yeah, my testimony too was at the Airbnb in 2019 before the Yasharahla summit that they have every year, before the Passover. Me and a couple brothers went into the Airbnb to go check out the rooms and, how the place looked. We ended up walking in the bathroom, and there was dirty drawers on the floor, which were Gorilla Hebrews drawers, and they had skid marks in them. And there was also shit in the fucking bathtub, inside of the bathtub, and there was a turd on the ledge of the bathtub. And me and the brothers were like, what the fuck is this shit? This shit's fucking nasty. And as soon as we walked out of the bathroom, Hassad had just pulled up. He ran into the Airbnb. He ran right into the bathroom in front of us and picked up the dookie drawers, stuffed them in the bag, and we were like, yo, whose fucking shits are those? And he was like, oh, it's a Gorilla Hebrews drawers. And he was just picking them up, and he ran outside and threw them shits in the car. So we were questioning, like, why is there shit in the shower, and why is there fucking dookie drawers on the floor with skid marks?
And then 3, why is another man so comfortable picking up another nigga's drawers like that?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro.
And why was he so frantic about it?
That's what I'm saying.
Gorilla Hebrew draws.
That's what I'm saying. And they came on. They came on our live when we were breaking this shit down, the same shit a couple days ago. Deacon and Hassad hopped on there, in the comment section and saying, you guys were right the whole time. And I threw out the same question to Hassad. I was like, Hassad, answer me this question. What the hell were you doing picking up his dirty drawers in that fucking Airbnb, and why was it shit in the shower? They ain't say nothing, man. They ran and they started deleting comments that they left in the chat. But I think Vybez still got some of them in his video. But yeah, man, that shit's questionable, man. That shit is sus as fuck, man.
Nah, that's insane. That's what I'm telling y'all. There's a lot of wild shit going on in these camps, man.
Al-Azhar. This brings me no joy whatsoever. I want this to be fake. I want it to somehow, in some mystery world, but I know it's not. But I want it to be fake because I don't hate this brother. I love Al-Azhar, man. Y'all know that. Just this whole week, I've been watching videos of like me and his children when they were babies, when I was around them, and we're hanging out. I'm reading them bedtime stories, and you know what I mean. Like, those are valuable moments to me. This doesn't bring me joy at all. I'm not happy to make this video with AHRAYAHLA. I'm not happy that this is true. Alazar wishes it wasn't true. And he doesn't just wish it's true for the fact that it's insane information that's being brought to light, but the brother doesn't wish it's true because he knows it's wrong. I think there's a part of him that knows that this is unacceptable behavior. I believe so. Now, could I be wrong? Could he think that this is just cool? I don't, maybe. And Alazar, if you're watching this, I know you know it's wrong, brother. This was not done with malicious intent. I never wanted to bring Alazar down. I still don't want to. For people that might ask, is this why you got kicked out of SICARII? Is this why Deacon left? Those are two completely unrelated situations. With all what's going on, I guess I'll make a video sometime in the near future explaining the situation behind, in detail, why I got kicked out of SICARII. But to make a long story short, Alazar and I got into a very heated argument, completely unrelated to this. Like I said, I had no information about this until Monday, when a SICARII member, not named AHRAYAHLA, called me and told me about this. AHRAYAHLA, would you mind pulling up that screenshot that I sent you? And you know, as I'm thinking this week, what I'm going to say in the video and things like that, I understand that there could be people that wouldn't believe me. No, Asad, there's no way you didn't know about this. You had to have known. Deacon had to have known. You guys surely have had to have known. Deacon didn't know about this until yesterday. Yes. And I didn't know about this until Monday.
And I can confirm that.
Yep. So this is
listen, I came across this information, I believe literally was like 3-4 days ago. My wife told me this information, and my wife has been being told about this for quite some time by one of the wives of Chief that we just went over the screen recordings of their text messages. And the sister is beyond conflicted. Now, what I don't want to happen is for people to blame the victims. And that's something that is so toxic in our culture, and even in the overall American culture, right? We have this just sick fixation with blaming victims for the things that they are subjected to. Guys, Alazar is 6'5", 250 pounds at best. You guys saw the screen recordings. He has an intimidating, resting, I guess, nigga face, or I guess we could say resting bitch face. Let's be real. Can you imagine the trauma that these sisters have gone through? Now, this is a screenshot that the brother Hassad sent me, right? And this is one of Alazar's wives.
Yeah, so earlier I'm asking her about, you know, I think I said right here, is it okay if I call you with one of Alazar's wives on the phone? I want to go over a few things. This ish is crazy. Like I'm at a lot, even now. Like before I got on here, I'm thinking, okay, you're gonna say this, you're gonna say that. It's still mind-boggling to me. It will never not be mind-boggling to me. I'm still in like the twilight zone. This still hurts me. For brothers that are in SICARII that are watching, you guys, for the most part, you guys know me. Do you really think that I enjoy doing this right now? Do you think AHRAYAHLA likes doing this? Do you think this is fun for us? For people that are not in Islam,
bro, I hate this shit, bro.
I hate it, bro. Like it's 4 a.m. and I'm wide awake because I can't sleep, bro. Literally. I know brothers in other camps and people out that don't like SICARII, that don't like myself, that don't like Hebrew Israelites, people outside the community. They're gonna laugh and have a field day. But remember, like AHRAYAHLA said, there are victims here. You cannot like me. You cannot like AHRAYAHLA. You cannot like whoever. But like I said, I didn't know about any of this situation. That's why, look right here. I say, if you don't feel comfortable going on tomorrow, because you know we had discussed about potentially them going on here to give their testimony, but they didn't want to, and that's perfectly fine, right?
And real quick, Hassad, the reason why they didn't want to is because they are deeply afraid for their lives.
Because, you know, we had discussed about potentially them going on here to give their testimony, but they didn't want to, and that's perfectly fine, right?
And real quick, Hassad, the reason why they didn't want to is because they are deeply afraid for their lives.
Because, you know, we had discussed about potentially them going on here to give their testimony, but they didn't want to, and that's perfectly fine, right? It's real quick, Hassad. The reason why they didn't want to is because they are deeply afraid for their lives.
They are deeply afraid for their lives because, again, guys, look at Alazar. 6'5", 250 pounds at best, with resting bitch face. As he admitted, he's intimidating. Put yourself in these sisters. Would you feel intimidated? Would you be fearful? Listen, me and Hassad have been coaching and speaking to these sisters after being presented hardcore evidence.
Yeah.
Because they're definitely afraid of this nigga.
Yeah, and if I may real quick, that's what they were getting mad at me because I wanted evidence. A lot of you guys don't know, or you guys have seen the dynamic of Alazar and I's relationship over the years. Like, again, I love Alazar, bro. That's like, you know, that's a person who's a part of my life story. You know what I mean? That's just the truth. A brother who I consider like one of my closest people on the planet at the time. With even me being upset with him concerning how I got kicked out. And again, specifically for brothers that are in SICARII, you know this to be true. I'm not gonna lie. Even if Alazar made me irate, even if I wanted to fight Alazar the next time I saw him, right? I'm not ever going to run with a false narrative that these things are going on. So when I came across this information was brought to me from a member in SICARII, I'm like, yeah, right, no, there's no way. I'm very mad at Alazar right now, but there's no way I'm gonna run with this. And then when I'm presented hardcore evidence, what am I supposed to do? So anyway, if you see the text, it says, can you just confirm I had no knowledge of any of this you see the, am I allowed to say that word on here? C hold?
Yeah.
It's a word that rhymes with duck, and it's replaced the duck with a C. Duck holds or strap-on stuff. And she confirmed, you absolutely had no idea of anything that was going on with me and Adonis. The duck hold / strap stuff, you had no knowledge of. The moment I became aware of this information, I did what I could to help the people involved. Like, this is not good. This is, I wish, again, there's a part of me right now, not a part of me, all of me wishes this is not true. All of me wishes that tomorrow, whenever Al-Azhar decides to respond to this, he goes and says, this is AI. Look, you guys, this is fake. Look at this idiot Hassad and AHRAYAHLA. They fell for it.
This, and just for the record, like, this is the sister. This is one of the wives of Al-Azhar Bun Lawyer, aka the Girl of Hebrew. We are recording this right now. For me, it's 3:43 a.m. on Sunday, March 2nd. I want to show you guys a couple of screenshots that just happened, right? So of course, every camp has different group chats and whatnot. I want to show you the paranoid nature. I want you guys to judge whether or not this is the behavior of an innocent man or the behavior of a man that is guilty. You guys be the judge. So this is from our chat, the SICARII Shatarium. So what I want you guys to see, myself, Thayer, an officer of SICARII, a brother named Yaramya, an officer of SICARII, and this is Hayaman, another officer of SICARII. We have all been removed from the officers chat. And again, this is coming directly from Chief.
You don't have, AHRAYAHLA has no motivation in this. Zero, none whatsoever.
Here's my motivation. My motivation is the truth. My motivation is to protect my sisters.
Yeah.
Right? Is to let the truth reign loud. This is the deepest levels of iniquity, of transgressions I have ever seen. My motivation is the truth. So let's read this. Chief, you see his name? Adonis, everyone, hold tight. Niggas doing backdoor shit. I don't know who all involved. If you not a bitch ass backdoor ass snake like TBKS message. Not sure what that means, right? Let's go to the next screenshot. It says, so things been brought to my attention. I got a mad renegade wife who running her mouth, and so-called men in this camp heard her out, and instead of confronting me or rebuking me if they felt it was wrong or getting the elders involved, which is what should have happened, they collaborated with Genesis and are planning and making a video about me tomorrow at everyone. As we can see, based off the things that he has done, admittedly, with hardcore proof, he is falling. We are concerned with the safety of these sisters, right? We are concerned with how depraved and deplorable and just downright sinful all of this stuff is. Let's keep reading, right? Last I checked, if a nigga you went off, if a nigga you know went off at him, don't make a video, right? Let's keep going. But hey, hoes will be hoes. Mind you, I just wrote this same rib in apologies / repentance letter and read it to her last week at everyone. Nothing anyone can say has anything to do with anything. I have recently at all most this shit from years.
Niggas coming up with old shit now trying to see if they can try to get you.
Nothing anyone can say has anything to do with anything. I have recently at all most this shit from years. Niggas coming up with old shit now trying to see if they can try to get you.
Nothing anyone can say has anything to do with anything. I have recently at all most this shit from years.
Niggas coming up with old shit now trying to see if they can try to get you.
Just so you all aware, I'ma tell you off top, ain't no ish, ain't no pedo-ish, ain't no adultery. I call cap. Purchasing a pegging kit for your wife to anally penetrate you, that is the definition of ish. Encouraging your wife to get a boyfriend, creating dating profiles for your wives, to talk to white men, to swipe on white men, that's adulterous. So I don't know what the major issue even is and why niggas run into the net and not to the nigga in question. I'll tell you why we're not going to you directly. I'm just doing what the Bible says, guys. I'm sorry. I hate that this is real. I hate that this is a reality. I hate that I have to do this. My side of the story hasn't been gotten. You have no other witnesses. We have you as a witness. We have evidence against you admitting to all of this stuff. We have witnesses. So it's talebearing and speaking of other men's lives, going to a man's wife in secret, hoe-ass-ish. Things directly against the Bible. What's more against the Bible? First and foremost, I did not approach these sisters. This information was presented to me through my wife, through the sisters. You can play this game all you want. So let's keep going. At the end of the day, niggas are motivated by selfish reasons and wanting to elevate themselves. This has nothing to do with me elevating myself. Let's keep going. Or else you could have came to me directly. Was it? So now they're talking about the fight, the Tank versus Lamont Roach fight. Okay, right here. So it's just a grand conspiracy against Al-Azhar. Everyone's just against Al-Azhar. No, it's not that brothers are against you, but when you do evil, your evil has to get exposed. Point blank, period.
One of y'all reached out to me, a very good brother in SICARII just reached out to me. And he's very upset with the way that I'm moving because he doesn't understand what's going on. So he said they're trying to get niggas to leave and come to Genesis. That's the only niggas that want to join them. Snake niggas. This has nothing to do with anybody joining Genesis at all. Like AHRAYAHLA just stated, this was information that was presented to me by a person in SICARII. Like, do we care?
That wasn't me.
That was not AHRAYAHLA. That was not AHRAYAHLA. Not only is this video not beneficial for people joining Genesis, this is not a beneficial video for the entire Hebrew Israelite belief and faith.
At all.
At all.
This is detrimental.
And that's why I didn't even make a video explaining why I got kicked out of SICARII, which again had absolutely nothing to do with this situation right here. I didn't go into detail about what transpired because I knew how bad it could be for our community. There was no, if I wanted to do any exposing or any of that, people know me, that's not my MO. I've never moved like a snake. I've never tried to just get clout off of niggas and all that. People who know me, you know what it is. But this is not good for our entire community. This is going to be very bad. And I want to just tell people, the brother Al-Azhar represents himself. He doesn't represent everybody in this community. He doesn't represent even everybody in SICARII. To Al-Azhar, if you're listening to this, brother, I hope you do the right thing. And the right thing isn't muddying the water or slinging mud. This is the truth, bro. Bro, you know I got love for you, man. I love your kids. I love your family. You know that, bro. Let's be serious here. Everybody knows that anytime we're at an event or a feast day, AHRAYAHLA, who's the person that's running around chasing Al-Azhar's kids, making sure they ain't doing nothing bad?
You.
Me. Everybody knows that.
Guys, this is literally Uncle Hassad to his children.
Literally. And everybody in SICARII knows that.
How these sisters have had to deal with this. It's just, it hurts my heart. It truly hurts my heart that our sisters have had to go through this with this man. Al-Azhar, if you even think about coming after these sisters, harming them, throwing any threats at them, the Most High God is going to deal with you in a grievous way. I received a screenshot from one of the sisters. Okay, the sister calls and is freaking out because this man just sent her this random emoji, a Joker emoji. Now, everyone knows that Al-Azhar is a former gang member and talks about it and likes to go into gang culture. We all know this, right? I don't know how that gang stuff works on the West Coast. The brother sends this to her, right? She's freaking out. And so I looked up, well, what the heck does a Joker card mean in gang? Check this out, family. Meaning of Joker card, gangs. In gang culture, a Joker card signifies a member who is considered unpredictable, often acting outside the established rules or hierarchy, essentially a wild card, who can be used for particularly dangerous or risky missions due to their disregard for potential consequences. Similar to how a Joker card functions in a deck of playing cards where it can represent any value depending on the situation. So this is a threat to this sister. So now we have intimidation of a witness with this individual. Guys, I'm just gonna be frank. Al-Azhar Bun Lawyer, aka GRLA Hebrew, you are the biggest piece of shit known to man. You are a monster. And my brothers in SICARII, I love y'all. Y'all niggas know I love y'all. Run. Get away. Run. I cannot fathom the idea of any of you guys, after truly analyzing this evidence and justifying and standing with this nigga. I refuse to believe that there's any brother in SICARII that will stay with Al-Azhar after seeing all of this evidence, this irrefutable evidence. As of today, I am no longer a member of SICARII. To all the brothers and sisters who paid for flights and Airbnbs or hotels and car rentals and paid their Passover fees to attend the Passover on March 12th, you are putting yourself in alignment with the wicked. As soon as this information was presented to me, I canceled my Airbnb, canceled my flight, canceled my rental, and guess what? All that money chalked down the drain. But guys, you just witnessed with your own eyes the level, the depths of the depravity that is in the psyche and the subconscious of Al-Azhar Bun Lawyer, aka GRLA Hebrew, Adonis Glad. So again, Al-Azhar, do the right thing. Leave these women alone. Leave them alone. Because I'll tell you what, over my dead body will I allow you to harm one of these sisters. Over my dead body. This had to be done. This had to be presented. Like, I didn't go searching for this. I am beyond disappointed. But the truth is the truth. And the truth has to be broadcast. Family, please pray for these sisters, man. Please, 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 please pray for these sisters.
Look at me running my motherfucking mouth. You know, so first and foremost, we give all praises, all honor, and all glory to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Yahweh. And we do so in the name of his only begotten Son, who the world calls Christ, and Mashiach Yahweh Shai. It's your brother, Alizar Baloya. I'm not even gonna put no titles on it. It just is what it is. I'm speaking to y'all as a brother. I'm not speaking in any official capacity as it stands presently. I won't be doing any of that for right now. You know, we're just gonna deal with this issue, this situation, and the truth of it. A lot of y'all crazy, but you know, that's okay. I understand. So it's important to have a full examination of truth before you get to blaming people and blaming things and coming to conclusions. So it's a folly and shame for people to answer matters before they have a full understanding of the situation. So the wisest thing to do when you hear one side of a story in a narrative, the wisest thing to do is to wait and listen for the entirety of the information to develop, right? You know, so those things are key. So let's talk about how we got here, right? How we got here. A lot of people may not understand how we got here, and I want to make a few things clear. So you know, I have a marriage that had been on the rocks for a long time. You know, it kind of came to a boiling point. I kind of got fed up, and I had been fed up earlier in the year. And, you know, but I kind of was at my wit's end. And the way that the situation lined up, you know, it just kind of made sense, you know, to put her out of the house.
You know, it just kind of made sense, you know, to put her out of the house.
You know, it just kind of made sense, you know, to put her out of the house.
You know, so me and her have 2 children together. The wife in question, the one who's, you know, provided information to AHRAYAHLA and her side. And, you know, I put her out the house, and, you know, I've been paying her, you know, just giving her, you know, money for the kids on a weekly basis and things of that nature.
You know, just giving her, you know, money for the kids on a weekly basis and things of that nature.
You know, just giving her, you know, money for the kids on a weekly basis and things of that nature.
So this is kind of where the things stem from. Now, she had a, you know, a meeting, or not a meeting, she just had an outing with some sisters, you know, that I had no idea about. Not that it was a problem, but while I was in New Orleans. And, you know, in that meeting, she, you know, began expressing certain things. And, you know, there was a few other sisters there, and she allegedly swore them into secrecy. Instead of keeping secrets, you know, they went and they told 2 of them went and told their husbands. One of them husband is an informant. And I'm not just saying that. I'm not just making things like that up. I've been got the phone calls.
One of them husband is an informant. And I'm not just saying that. I'm not just making things like that up. I've been got the phone calls.
One of them husband is an informant. And I'm not just saying that. I'm not just making things like that up. I've been got the phone calls
from back home about him. And, you know, all of a sudden he starts moving the information around. Things get to Hassad, and, you know, Hassad reaches out to my wife, and, you know, they began to commiserate. The other woman involved, she goes to her husband, same thing. So now everybody's commiserating, which is kind of not a problem. But, you know, my thing is, I know all these individuals in question. I've known them for many years. They all have my direct contact. They know my address. They know where I live. If they felt I was doing something so wrong, biblical protocol is to either confront me about it or elevate it, go to the elders, bring me to counsel, you know, things like that. I was completely unaware that these individuals were having meetings with my wife and essentially conspiring to launch a smear campaign against me, fueled by information, the one-sided information provided by my wife. I had no clue until yesterday when I was tipped off. So just so everybody understands, the other day when I did my live and I was like, I'm going through stuff, and, you know, y'all pray for me. It ain't had nothing to do with none of this. At all, not at all. So I had no idea. Now, mind you, I had spoken to the individual involved, not Hassad, but the other individuals involved I had been speaking with this whole time while they are hatching this plan against me. And you know, even up until the day, like, you know, I texted AHRAYAHLA in the morning yesterday, and he didn't say a word to me about any of this. So I would love to understand where the love is, and if you think I'm committing a grave error, why I wouldn't have been confronted about that, and why instead guys ran straight to the internet and tried to air me out. That's very confusing. And I would like to just ask the audience out there to truly consider the motives of an individual who would do that to somebody who they know they allegedly love, they've been down with and around for years. They would literally commiserate with their wife secretly and not make them aware, not confront them, not bring them to counsel on something they think they're doing wrong, but they would rather go directly to YouTube. That's crazy. That's really crazy. Everybody who knows me knows that Priest Kahan or Elder Minister Shalimar from Light of Zion can always be reached, can always pull my coattail, can always bring me to counsel. Everybody and their mama who know me in Israel know that. So anybody who didn't do that and instead ran to YouTube, motives must be called into question. Must be called into question, man. There's hypocrisy that's going on here, right? So talebearers reveal secrets, but faithful people conceal matters, right? So the fact that these guys are operating in the spirit of talebearing, because that's what this is, and that's what everybody's taking part in, actual sin. It's a total attestation to the lack of spiritual integrity that individuals have when they talebear. They're not faithful people when they talebear, especially when they have more than enough opportunity to confront the individual who they believe is at fault. Everybody had an opportunity to talk to me and didn't. There's obvious hypocrisy that's taking place here. We have AHRAYAHLA making a video about me and alleging sexual misconduct on my part when AHRAYAHLA backdoored and stole one of his closest friends in the truth's wife and committed adultery with her. That's not speculation. I literally presided over the council where it was determined. That's not speculation. That's not screenshots of text messages that are confidential correspondence between a man and wife. That is a absolute fact that AHRAYAHLA backdoor slimed one of his closest niggas in the truth and committed adultery with his wife. That's a fact, right? So that's an actual emphatic physical action of sexual sin and fornication, and you're pointing the finger over here. That's interesting. That's very, very interesting. The young lady in question, you know, because guys got screenshots. Okay, that's cool. I know this shit looks crazy. I understand it. And it looks crazy. I know that it is crazy. I know that it is crazy. I understand it's crazy. It's something that I'm certainly ashamed of, regrettable, but it's not what you think it is, right? So I was sent the initial video of AHRAYAHLA first thing in the morning by AHRAYAHLA himself, right? So I was sent the video initially, and it was called "Gorilla Hebrew is a cuck that likes to get pegged." Both of those things are goddamn lies. I've never been cucked. I don't like to get pegged. That's not real. Those are emphatically not true. So your emphatic proof, allegedly through text message of conversation, is not emphatic proof that any actual thing has ever occurred. Never. And I've never been cucked, and I don't like to be pegged. That's not real. But I find it interesting that not only AHRAYAHLA, but then we have Hassad, who would sit up there and do that video knowing that his leader likes to get his ass played with. That's just like, why are stones being thrown from people with glass houses? And ask me how I know. He was my best friend for 13 years. We could also get his other best friend, Sergeant Yatai, who knows he was 10 years old. That's what he's into. That's what he likes. That's not what I like. And there's not a woman, anybody in the whole world who can give a testimony to say that's what I like. That's not true of him, though. Not at all, right? So all of these stones are being thrown at me for screenshots of text messages when we got niggas who are actually doing the thing, actually committing sexual offenses and getting their rear ends played with. That's the reality of the situation. Now, again, this doesn't vindicate me in any situation, but here's what I can tell you. I didn't commit any adultery. I didn't commit any rainbow. I didn't commit any pedophilia. That ain't happened. Can everybody say that? I'm not saying that they're guilty of all the things, but definitely we got an adulterer kicking it with the rainbow, and we got another guy getting his rear end played with. The nerve of niggas to think that they could go on the TV and do this and say that. The nerve. All right. Moving on. Leviticus 19, starting at verse 16. Thou shalt not go up and down as a talebearer among thy people. Such an important verse in the Bible, because this is what people just love to do. Slanderer, talebearer, informer. Funny, because an informant is really who lit the match in this whole situation. Again, I done got the calls from back home, from the land. They let me know that nigga's an informant. Certified. Informer. But look at this. Now, mind you, and here's the funny thing about it. AHRAYAHLA's the one that called me a while back and told me that word was that he got word that it was an informant near me. Then after the guy left the camp, I got the call he was the informant. And there was verification made through somebody else who's another reliable and credible source. So I want everybody to truly understand motives and who did what here and what they look to gain here, right? But scandalmonger. Right? Scandalmonger. That's what a talebearer is, a scandalmonger. So I want you to take a look at the individuals in question's YouTube channels and ask yourself, how many scandals are they constantly trying to jump on? It's almost entirely the content that they make, because they are talebearers. They are scandalmongers. Point blank, period. Right? And that's a sin. I'm gonna keep going though. Verse 17, thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart, but thou shalt anywise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him. Why didn't a brother come to me with a rebuke? A brother who got my phone number, a brother who's known me for years, a brother who's been in my home. Why not? Because there's not real love here. They look to come up off of a situation to make a name out of themselves to try to pull me down. That's the reality of the situation. So they jumped on their first opportunity, which was my wife operating out of frustration and desperation and wanting to hurt me. And to be honest with you, I can't even be, I'll get to her in a minute, you know. But, you know, this is just an ugly situation. Thou shalt not bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am Yahweh. So what's so crazy is a little over a week ago, somebody came on Deacon's Not Gonna Lie, right? You know, the anonymous questions. And they said, man, I heard you was still pimping hoes. Somebody said that. Now, I had already heard that.
Somebody came on Deacon's Not Gonna Lie, right? You know, the anonymous questions. And they said, man, I heard you was still pimping hoes. Somebody said that. Now, I had already heard that.
Somebody came on Deacon's Not Gonna Lie, right? You know, the anonymous questions. And they said, man, I heard you was still pimping hoes. Somebody said that. Now, I had already heard that.
right? And it got to me that somebody asked him on the Not Gonna Lie. So I called him, and mind you, I ain't spoke to him in months. So I called him and I let him know the source of that information, right? And I let him know that when that source was looking to bring things to the surface, I calmed him down.
And I let him know that when that source was looking to bring things to the surface, I calmed him down.
And I let him know that when that source was looking to bring things to the surface, I calmed him down.
Told him, don't even worry about it. If you're having issues with him, you can just get from around him. It's good. Don't do all that, right?
Told him, don't even worry about it. If you're having issues with him, you can just get from around him. It's good. Don't do all that, right?
Told him, don't even worry about it. If you're having issues with him, you can just get from around him. It's good. Don't do all that, right?
So that's what I just did for him a week ago. And he knows that. That's the courtesy. That's the love that I showed him, where I didn't want somebody trying to bring a scandal out against him because I didn't necessarily even believe it was true.
That's the love that I showed him, where I didn't want somebody trying to bring a scandal out against him because I didn't necessarily even believe it was true.
That's the love that I showed him, where I didn't want somebody trying to bring a scandal out against him because I didn't necessarily even believe it was true.
Right? Even though I called somebody else and they told me the same thing, right around town, is he got that going on.
Right? Even though I called somebody else and they told me the same thing, right around town, is he got that going on.
Right? Even though I called somebody else and they told me the same thing, right around town, is he got that going on.
I don't necessarily believe that. I think people can maybe assume things because they're looking at him and they're looking at, things he has and making assumptions. But to me, that's a little far-fetched, right? So I called him and I did him the courtesy of allowing him to know that there was a narrative being pushed about him and who the source of it was. Could nobody call me? Could nobody let me know? Could nobody put me down? Could nobody, hey man, Chief, you tripping. Could nobody do that? Okay. All right. Smooth. I see where the love is. I get it. It's all right. It's all right. And also, they got some type of financial collection for this woman saying she has no money. She literally just got her tax return this week. I give her money every single week. That's a lie. They're lying, okay? She's never been in fear for her life. There's never been a threat made to her. This guy, AHRAYAHLA, said I sent her a Joker card, and that meant that I'm on demon time. Apparently in the LA gang world, the Joker card means you're on demon time. That's news to me. I've been in a gang for 25 years, and I never heard of that before. So that's news to me. When I send her the Joker card, what I mean is you played your card, and the joke's on you. That's what that meant. Not I was going to do. Why would I throw my life away? Why would I harm the mother of my children? Let's just be sensible here.
Why would I throw my life away? Why would I harm the mother of my children? Let's just be sensible here.
Why would I throw my life away? Why would I harm the mother of my children? Let's just be sensible here.
I want you to understand, even through all of this, I love that woman. I miss that woman. I wish right now that I could hug that woman. Why? Because I know that this is coming from a place of hurt. I know that I have hurt her. I know that I have mishandled that situation, and I'm truthfully, deeply sorry for it. And I wish that I just knew the remedy to fix it. I wish so bad. I wish so desperately I had the magic potion to fix this shit from the bottom of my heart, right? Just being real. And we're going to get into all that here in a second. Of course, there's a plethora of screenshots and, I'm not going to tell you that was AI.
Of course, there's a plethora of screenshots and, I'm not going to tell you that was AI.
Of course, there's a plethora of screenshots and, I'm not going to tell you that was AI.
Deepfake, it's not.
Deepfake, it's not.
Deepfake, it's not.
There does need to be context, though. There definitely needs to be context. All of that was done purely in the realm of fantasy within the confines of the threads of me and my wife. And I think it's highly unfair that me and my wife's private correspondence are being displayed to the world. I don't think that anybody would appreciate their correspondence with any woman that they have any romantic or sexual dealings with being exposed to the world. I don't feel like it was necessary. I feel like this is literally done just to tear me down. That's it. That's the only motive here. Tear me down. It's very clear. I think it's quite funny how interested and how happy people are to see it. Let us take a look. Let me look at the views right now. We're at 1,500 views. This channel is never at 1,500 views live.
We're at 1,500 views. This channel is never at 1,500 views live.
We're at 1,500 views. This channel is never at 1,500 views live.
That's how interested people are in and invested people are in the fall of Guerrilla Hebrew, right? But I take full ownership for the correspondence because I did send them.
I take full ownership for the correspondence because I did send them.
I take full ownership for the correspondence because I did send them.
And she also sent them. I'm being framed as a predator when, we were a couple.
I'm being framed as a predator when, we were a couple.
I'm being framed as a predator when, we were a couple.
Engaging in sexting and, that ranged in nature. It just was what it was. But I want to address something now. I want to go here because there's, this domination stuff and things of that nature. And I want to address that because that's not something that I'm into, right? And this is a, y'all saw text messages if y'all watched the video in regards to her and the domination stuff, strap-ons, all the stuff, right? So this is what I say to her. Let's just go vanilla and love each other. Now, just so y'all understand what vanilla means, vanilla sex refers to traditional heterosexual sexual activities without any unusual or adventurous elements. So what am I telling her? I just want to go vanilla and love her. This is what she responds to me. So I'm being called a predator. This is the response I get to wanting to have regular sex with her. Just for the record. She said, I love you either way. I just don't like you all the time. What was the solution you had mentioned earlier? Because I mentioned a solution to our problems. I said, I feel the same way. I just really want to work on us. She said, how is this realistic? I said, I think it is. She said, what's the plan? I said, I need to cater to you better emotionally. This is what she says. This is how she says I can cater to her better emotionally. Letting me dominate you will help. There's text messages that are being used to make me look like a predator when I'm literally in this thread, in this particular instance, a man attempting to fix and save my marriage. And she's telling me that's going to help cater to her emotionally. So just so you guys understand the context of where some of this stuff is coming from, she's asking me to participate in this, though I'm telling her I don't want to. I want to have a normal sex life, but I do want to cater to her emotionally. And this is what she's asking me to do in order to help her be catered to emotionally. And this is why it's very unfair for the inner workings of a marriage to be exposed to the world, because there are so many aspects of it. There's so many things and nuances that are not being dealt with or discussed or understood or need to be. There's dirty laundry that doesn't need to be aired out. Now, again, if I was doing something insane, I got you. But additionally, kind of outside of this though, because that's the domination aspect, and that's never nothing I was into at any point. There was a pagan kit that was definitely purchased.
There was a pagan kit that was definitely purchased.
There was a pagan kit that was definitely purchased.
And I made it disappear. It vanished. Ask her. Anybody can ask her. Ask her where it went. It vanished. She's asking me, where'd it go? I'm playing stupid. Where is it? I'm not into that, bro. That's not what I'm into. That's not what I'm about. That's not what I'm down with. Never have been. Never fucking will be. Right? So I don't want that on my jacket whatsoever. I won't accept it. But there's things I will own. Because I'm gonna kind of bring us to kind of the point now through the spirit. And all praise again to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Over the course of time, I definitely developed an arousal to certain things.
Over the course of time, I definitely developed an arousal to certain things.
Over the course of time, I definitely developed an arousal to certain things. She got a mouth on her, and I like that about her, right? I like women who got mouths on them. Always have since a kid. The girls in the hood with they had the mouths. I always like that. There's through that, I ain't even gonna do that, right? I'm just put you like that. I've always had a thing for girls with mouths. And just kind of through that, over the course of time, I kind of developed this weird fixation on, kind of certain relationships. It just, just the idea of, a black woman trading on us. Like, first I was angry about it, then it kind of became a fixation. Then, frankly, I was aroused by it. And that's just me being totally fucking transparent with y'all. It is what it is. It's the truth. And if I want Yahweh to fight for me, I gotta just tell y'all niggas the truth. That's reality. But the cold part about all this is, she's showing y'all text messages. Those happen. But I've been stopped all that. I've been turned from that. I've been went to therapy about it and everything. So I've been repented. I've been went to therapy. This been happened. This didn't just happen. This been happened. And in therapy, my therapist, she asked me, she's like, where did it come from? Where did this, attraction come from? And I had to think. And I realized it's really like anger driven. A lot of the anger and the frustration that we have, and y'all know we have it, towards Esau, it would really, piss me off like it pissed so many of us off to see sis with him.
A lot of the anger and the frustration that we have, and y'all know we have it, towards Esau, it would really, piss me off like it pissed so many of us off to see sis with him.
A lot of the anger and the frustration that we have, and y'all know we have it, towards Esau, it would really, piss me off like it pissed so many of us off to see sis with him.
And that's where it kind of came from. I can't explain it. I never.
And that's where it kind of came from. I can't explain it. I never.
And that's where it kind of came from. I can't explain it. I never.
It was always a shameful thing to me though, and I always was confused. Like, why am I like that? Why was that doing that for me? And then through getting with her, and she got a hell of a mouth on her, and frankly, she looks down on us. And when I say us, she looks down on black men.
She looks down on us. And when I say us, she looks down on black men.
She looks down on us. And when I say us, she looks down on black men.
Myself,
and black men in general. It's just the truth. And that kind of was just playing into the whole thing. But again, through therapy, and again, I've been in therapy. I've been turned from anything that's being talked about. I've been months ago, been repented from, which is also why this whole thing is bullshit, because nobody asked me if I had already repented. Nobody asked me, like, I didn't get caught in the act just now. This is old shit that's being brought up. I've already turned from. So again, when I just, okay, boom, I'm in therapy. She, okay, where you think it came from? And, I came to the conclusion, and then I learned about something called escalation, sexual escalation. So through consumption of pornographic imagery, you go through a process sometimes called sexual escalation. So what happens is your sexual appetite escalates because you get desensitized to regular sex. You see what I'm saying? So all of that played a factor. And we know in the flesh dwelleth no good thing. So if there's any bad thing in your flesh, that's something Satan is liable to attack, and you're liable to fall victim. So I can admit I fell victim. But as the scripture say, a righteous man falleth 7 times, but he get up. And I don't believe a righteous man is defined by his falls. I believe he's defined by the times he stands up, So, I understood that, and she knows that, and I've been talking to her about it and understanding the error and doing the exercises to totally rid myself of the whole concept. And, I wrote her a letter. And I read it, acknowledging, so just to re-emphasize my repentance and how apologetic I was about any aspect of any of it. I already did that. And she cried and told me how beautiful it was, and still did this shit. So again, I've been repenting. I've been turned from it. I've been acknowledged this. I've been apologized to her multiple times, but wrote her a whole letter about it. She, again, accepted the apology, accepted the repentance, and then turned around, had a secret meeting with niggas that she knew was out to get me, and told them the only way she'd provide them with the information is if they would skip counsel and go right to YouTube. But remember that we all are worthy of punishment. And I think a lot of people are forgetting that, because I turned from it. It didn't take this situation for me to turn from it. I already turned from it, right? Most High wants us to return from our ways and live. And I already turned from this, acknowledged this, sought repentance, got therapy from a therapist in the world. I've already gone through repentance and total action of turning from this, all of it. And she's acknowledged that. So for her to do this is very hurtful. It's very, very hurtful, but it's okay. I can't hold that, a grudge against anybody. And I just gotta do my best to understand her position and things like that. But I understand I've let myself down. I've let all of y'all down, and I get that, and I'm not making any excuse about that. And I'm ashamed of that. And I know a lot of y'all, there's a lot of niggas that's happy about that. But a lot of y'all, I promise you, would fold under this pressure. I promise you couldn't sit where I'm sitting. I promise you niggas, you couldn't do it. You couldn't do it since I was a kid, let alone now. But y'all want the spot, so I'm gonna let y'all have it. I'm stepping back from SICARII. Passover is still going down here in Atlanta. I don't even know if I'll be there, frankly. I'm just gonna step back. Like I said, I've already turned and repented. But I guess I gotta step back some more. And maybe do some more soul searching, some more reflecting. I told y'all I was having some family issues that probably need my attention right now anyway. A lot of y'all know me. A lot of y'all have seen me for years, watched me for years. You have a good idea of my character. Those of y'all who know me, been around me closely, y'all niggas know me. Y'all know me though. Y'all know who I am. You know what I'm about. You know what my priorities are. And I could just sit here and say right now that I just praise the Most High, regardless, but I know where my intentions are. I know my hands are clean. I know that I've been put this shit behind me. I know it. So I ain't tripping. I'm just a nigga, dog. I'm just a vessel. I'm just, I'm expendable. The Most High don't need me. Never did. That's one of the first lessons you learn when you come to SICARII. The Most High don't need you. So I'm gonna fall back. I'm gonna let y'all have it. Y'all want the spot so bad? Go ahead, sit into the spot. Ain't no telling when I'm gonna be back. Ain't no telling what I'm gonna be doing. To all my brothers in SICARII who are hurt. I love you niggas. I wouldn't trade none of you niggas for the world. If y'all gotta bag up, I understand. Unlike other situations, I'm not gonna have the harsh judgment that I would, because I understand the gravity of this situation. I understand, how negative of a look this is. And it was an honor serving you niggas, honor teaching you niggas. Man, this shit is my life, man. And I put you niggas before my kids, nigga.
This shit is my life, man. And I put you niggas before my kids, nigga.
This shit is my life, man. And I put you niggas before my kids, nigga.
I put you niggas before everything, man. I put you niggas before everything, man. I put you niggas before everything, bro. Before everything, my nigga. Because I know it's the truth and I know it's the right thing. I know it's the right thing, man. And whatever you got from me, my nigga, take that shit, do what the fuck you supposed to do, nigga. Do what I showed you to do, nigga. Do what I showed you to do, nigga.
Earlier this morning, AHRAYAHLA put out a video. It was called "To Catch a Predator," and it was aimed at Alazar Bunloya, aka Gorilla Hebrew. And in the video that AHRAYAHLA brought out, AHRAYAHLA showed that Gorilla Hebrew allegedly liked to get pegged, like to watch his wife have sex with white men, which is adultery. What's the other one? I think those are the two. I think, yeah, so he likes her to have specific sex with white women, specifically, white men rather specifically, wear a shirt, says I love white people, pegging. Those are the accusations. Now, I'm giving y'all the short and skinny. When you actually listen, if you actually watch the video, it's pretty disgusting. Setting up an account on Tinder, appreciate that. But what we found is, if y'all notice, if you look at the title of this video, I should have put AHRAYAHLA in this title as well. So if you look at the title of this video, though, it says Gorilla Hebrew and SICARII recap. Are they all doing suspect things? Like when I say I haven't done nothing, like outside of my work, I've pretty much been on the phone all day. I've been on the phone all day, talking to people all day, even on Clubhouse all day. Pegging is when you get a dildo and a woman bangs you in your behind. That's what pegging is, all right? Into that anal penetration, I don't know what that's about. Nor should a man be prostituting the daughters of Israel, let alone his wife. Nor should a priest of the Most High be doing those things. Let's not forget that. When y'all go on Facebook and Instagram and social media and y'all start seeing all these people make these accusations, a wise man fall and we all fall, pray for him and stuff like that. When the pastor does something, when the imam does something, when the politician does something, when everybody does something, go to them same people and tell them, don't get mad at Diddy, we all fall short. Don't get mad at R. Kelly, we all fall short. Don't get mad at Eddie Long, we all fall short. You Israelites are full of garbage. You Israelites are trash. Because when it's a pastor, don't give me that whole we fall. And here's how you know it's not a we fall. Alazar is was a brother. I don't look at him in the same regard after today. I do not. And the reason why is because I'm extremely disappointed. Extremely disappointed in him. What Alazar brought out today, right? This is what Alazar brought out today. So Alazar responds today. And when he responds, you know, we all waiting for the response. Now, when I was on Clubhouse today, there was a brother by the name of Dre that said that when Alazar spoke tonight, he was going to get his Nino Brown on. If you want to know what get your Nino Brown on means, when Nino Brown got caught, he said, this bigger than Nino Brown. I'm going to take down everybody. And that's kind of what Gorilla Hebrew did. Gorilla Hebrew felt that, okay, this brother in particular want to talk about me. And what he said was that he had just spoke to AHRAYAHLA. He said, we have AHRAYAHLA. And I'm going to let y'all hear what he said. He said that he spoke to AHRAYAHLA up until yesterday. Gorilla Hebrew said, if I'm going out, I'm going to go out with a bang. Is what he said. So now, last year, when this was not known, because Deacon and Hakkad didn't leave over this, I found out what they left for, but they left over something else. And so at that time, I said they should work out to be brothers. You can't teach brotherhood and then create another Israelite groups. That was the position back then. If I would have known this back then, I wouldn't have said that. But even they didn't know. Hakkad didn't know until Monday, and Deacon knew yesterday. All right? So now, Hassad, that's what I said. Hassad was removed. Hassad didn't leave. Hassad was removed. So now, as Gorilla is bringing it out, what we're about to find out is that whole SICARII got to go. It's not enough that Gorilla stepped down, which he did, which that's the only thing that he did in the video that I respected. And I respect it if it stays that way, because repenting is not, I'm sorry, Lord, and then I'm going to go do the same thing. Repenting is true repentance. Where's the sackcloth? Where's all of that? So he said he going to step down. If he says true to his word and step down, then I'll be impressed. But I need to see it to believe it. Like, his word doesn't mean anything to me, because when you call yourself a leader in the position that he is, you're held to a way higher standard. Alazar, who's the head of SICARII, is sick. Does that trickle down to the rest? Let's see. I'm going to play what Gorilla said. And Gorilla shows text message receipts. So let's see if it's just the head is sick, or if somebody else is sick too. Let's play it.
There's obvious hypocrisy that's taking place.
Now, the first thing he says is, there's obvious hypocrisy taking place.
We have AHRAYAHLA making a video about me and alleging sexual misconduct on my part when AHRAYAHLA backdoored and stole one of his closest friends in the truth's wife and committed adultery with her.
I'm gonna play it again.
It's not speculation.
Y'all heard what he said? Now, this is a trip, because earlier, AHRAYAHLA stupid ass did some live about me. So earlier, if y'all remember my live stream I did earlier, I told y'all that I text messaged Gorilla Hebrew asking him if he knew about the video and that he had to make a response, of which he said he would. AHRAYAHLA, I don't know if he tried to make it seem to y'all like he got some inside information. I shared that video on Telegram, and the reason why I did it that way was so that everybody knew that I contacted Gorilla before I did the live stream. AHRAYAHLA dumbass think that I did that to, like, warn him or help him or some shit like that. I don't know what he's thinking. But Alazar just said, look, I'm gonna bring it back.
So there's obvious hypocrisy that's taking place here. We have AHRAYAHLA making a video about me, and alleging sexual misconduct on my part when AHRAYAHLA backdoored and stole one of his closest friends in the truth's wife and committed adultery with her.
It said, now, did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? And the reason why y'all need to pay close attention to this is because this is the end of SICARII. The end.
And this ain't about women. Don't let them, because in Gorilla's video, he talk about dominatrix and all that nonsense or whatever. A woman can want to be a dominatrix all she want. You ain't supposed to yield to that. And not yield to the point where you order a damn peg, to where you order the peg device, which is a dildo. A peg is essentially a dildo, but you don't use the device. You can't. This ain't about blaming women. It's not. And if you're letting a woman turn you out into some freaky shit like that, then you definitely don't need to be a leader if it gets you to the point where you will sell your woman to a white man. But it looks like from what we see right here, the same way, and this is how it works, like the same way that AHRAYAHLA made that video, and I presented the evidence to the people, is the same way GRLA, it made a video presenting evidence. And it's all, you notice the common denominator is that it's all SICARII. Now, Dre just put, this brother Dre from Clubhouse, he just put in the back chat that it looked like Alizar took his L and fell back. We gonna see. Because, like, I remember when they had the Passover scandal, and I think Alizar said he was gonna take a break then. He didn't really take a break. So if he takes the break and steps back, I respect it. But I gotta believe it to see it. If what's true about AHRAYAHLA, then what is he gonna do? Again, it gotta be true. I'm not saying whether it's true. The evidence was so damning against Guerrilla Hebrew, it's hard to say that he didn't do it. And I'm gonna play to you what the excuse that he said, and so I still don't believe that he didn't do it. There's nothing that he said that really changed my mind except the shame of being exposed. The shame of him feeling comfortable enough with this woman to do these type of sexual acts, to partake in this type of sexual deviancy, entrusted with this woman, and now the shame of her exposing him. A couple years ago, I remember back when we was battling GMS, Commander Jenny Hanna, because he was the only one really speaking this. For those that don't know, back in, like, I want to say it was like 2011, 2012, I was only an officer of 50 at the time, and Captain Tawar and Tahar got into it on the street. So it's Tahar on one side, Captain Tawar on another side, me and another brother on the other side. Captain Tawar and Tahar is going at it. And after that, I actually became GMS. We was going at each other all the time. And then Commander Jenny Hanna gave a story of how Yahanaba, who was in GMS at the time, got kicked out the school because his wife ran to the school to say how he used to wear women's underwear and defecate in them. Yahanaba didn't deny it either. What Yahanaba said is similar to what Guerrilla Hebrew said. What Yahanaba said was, you know, a woman would tell a bedroom secret. So for Yahanaba, that was him and his wife's bedroom secret. But what the wife knew was that it was wrong to do and told the school as she was supposed to. And I remember when that happened, GMS was like, a woman ain't supposed to tell, a woman ain't supposed to tell, a woman ain't supposed to tell. And Commander General Yahanna was so cold with it, right? And this for all you women. You cannot let a man convince you that you do not have the right to tell leadership if you're being abused, if you're being forced to do something. A woman has a right to be protected. The truth is not to stranglehold women to not have a place to speak. That don't make sense to me. Now, if you want to prove me wrong to the ladies, just call me and tell me. And if I don't do nothing, then make a video about me saying, Tazaryak said we could call him. I called him. He didn't do nothing. That's all you got to do. And so you heard it from me that you do not, there's no scripture that you keep your mouth shut and accept abuse. It don't exist. If somebody can show me that in the scripture, I'll gladly hear it. I know, wait. When y'all saying that he denied it, what he said was that it was fantasy. He denied the pegging, right? So he denied the pegging. That's cool. He denied the pegging in one breath, but then said he bought it in another breath, but didn't use it. Then he said the text message was fantasy between him and his woman, and that's how you know it's more so the shame of us knowing his secret. Even the tears he cried, that was the shame of knowing his secret. That's what it was about, because you don't want nobody to know your bedroom secret like that. You don't want nobody, because now when people look at him, they're going to look at him for what he was exposed as. That's rough. So now, when it comes to AHRAYAHLA, he gonna have to answer because the accusations is out there, and this is the game that AHRAYAHLA's playing. And I'm not saying he wrong for what he did, because he's supposed to. He's supposed to do exactly what he did. But now he gotta respond and prove, because the accusation is that he stole a man's woman. I'm gonna play it again. Sexual misconduct on my part. When AHRAYAHLA backdoored and stole one of his closest friends in the truth's wife and committed adultery with her. That's not speculation. I literally presided over the council where it was determined. That's not speculation. That's not screenshots of text messages that are confidential correspondence between a man and wife. That is an absolute fact that AHRAYAHLA backdoor slide one of his closest niggas in the truth and committed adultery with his wife. That's a fact. So now he's saying AHRAYAHLA committed adultery with one of his closest friends. I'm gonna keep playing it because he doesn't stop with that one accusation. Physical action of sexual sin and fornication, and you're pointing the finger over here. That's interesting. Now, Mika made an excellent point, and this is why I said all of SICARII have to fall, because what we're finding out is if you want to hide sin, go to SICARII. Because the only reason Guerrilla is telling is because AHRAYAHLA is telling. It reminds me of the Nation of Islam. In the Nation of Islam, when Malcolm X got kicked out because he didn't want to sit down for a second, what did Malcolm start doing? Malcolm started telling about all the underage girls that Muhammad was sleeping with. But he knew about it when he was in there. I'm going to keep playing it. He said he brings out more. What? The young lady in question, you know, because guys got screenshots. Okay, that's cool. Young lady in question, I got screenshots.
I'm gonna see if I can zoom this in. Now this part is crazy. Now he about to talk about AHRAYAHLA again. So the first charge against AHRAYAHLA is adultery. He stole his best friend's wife, or slept with his best friend's wife. Here's the second charge, and he puts the screenshot in there.
The young lady in question, you know, because guys got screenshots. Okay, that's cool. Young lady in question, I got screenshots.
You see that yellow? Hold up. The yellow part is what he gonna highlight. Wait, hold on. Wait, no, I'm sorry. Not the yellow part. I apologize. This the part. I don't know if y'all gonna be able to see it, but he gonna say what this is.
It's being called into question.
Can y'all see that?
Okay, cool. Right? I have no problem with that, because because I know I'm heterosexual. Let's see what this woman, that's Ariela's phone number, just like he put my number on it, that's Ariela's phone number. Let's see what this woman confronts him about. She says, you broke tabernacles to go out of town and hang with your friend. Broke tabernacles to go out of town and hang with your friend. Calls me, she tells me all about
I'm gonna tell y'all what he said. He's saying he get a text message from one of Ariela's ribs. Now, there ain't no name on the number. It's a number on the number saying that Ariela broke tabernacles to go out of town with his friend.
Then she calls me, she tells me all about this guy that Ariela, as a whole entire Hebrew Israelite, would hang out with, spend the night at his house, and even his boyfriend didn't like Ariela, so that's quite curious. So
then he said, listen, he said even the guy's boyfriend didn't like Ariela. I bet that no affiliation sound real good right now, huh, Akim? I bet that no affiliation sound real good, don't it? Don't it?
For alleged sexual misconduct. But you're an adulterer, and you were in the truth, spending the night kicking it, left a high holy day to
left a high holy day to hang out with. That's the charge that GRLA's putting on Ariela.
You shouldn't throw stones if you live in a glass house.
Don't throw stones in a glass house. That's what
He's
GRLA's saying.
also alleging that I'm posing some type of threat to my wife, who I've never threatened.
Now, he said he never threatened the wife. He said, now that's something he said. He said he never threatened the wife at all. So he denied threatening the wife. Let me see if I can find, because he talked about Deacon too. I believe the reason why Deacon is live, I'm going to see if I can find it. The reason why Deacon is live, let me tell you something. Copper Queen said, this is so messy. You couldn't have said a truer statement, sis. And you know what? Now, when you think about it, it's not supposed to exist in Israel, right? The adultery, all of that stuff is not supposed to exist in Israel. But now, if we don't cover this, let's say if this happens and we cover that up. Listen, I called my boy Wack. I called Wack like 3 times. He must have been busy today, but I sent him the video. Now, why did I do that? I did that because I don't want nobody to ever think that we hide anybody's sins, because we don't. And if somebody does something, we have the right to talk about it and report about it, because that's what we're supposed to do. So I want to see what he said about Deacon.
You with all the dysfunction. I have loved and took care from your prayer that I repent. But they were exactly right. You listened. I will be taking full accountability. Look at this. You know you're right. So you truly don't understand how much I regret that moment. How badly I wish I could.
Let me see what he's talking about here. Hold on. Oh, the other thing he said was Ariela was beating his woman. He said that too. He said, so what I'm gonna read. So now he accused Ariela of beating his woman, and this is what he played here. Oh, let me get it back. Let me see if it comes back. Hold on.
Now he asks here. Look at this. You know you're right. So he says, you truly don't understand how much I regret that moment. How badly I wish I could go back in time and prevent it from happening. Completely acknowledging beating his woman. You also don't understand what true forgiveness is. Just remember that with the measure by which we forgive is the measure Yahweh will forgive us. It's interesting you will say that. Very interesting in this situation that you'll say that, because you're right. There's no forgiveness in you. You are praying for my death.
As if that's true, as he say, I pray you truly forgive me one day. If that's true, what he's saying about how Ariela treated him, he's correct. There's no more SICARII. What is that? What is SICARII going to be now? Who's going to respect it? The only thing I respect is that GRLA said he was going to step down. I respect that. I respect that he's going to step down. I pray that he steps down. I pray that he truly gets the help. He said he went to a counselor. I don't know if I believe that either. I'm not going to accuse him of lying of that. But he said, I'm going to see if I can find a minute marker where he said that it was a fantasy.
I'm an Uber, and I've never been cucked, and I don't like
Oh, now, the only thing that confused me, he did say he's never been cucked, which I don't know how you can never be cucked. I don't understand that. But he said, I've never been pegged. But in the video, he says he bought the device. So I don't see how you buy the device. It's a little weird to me. In his defense, I'm saying in his defense, not that I'm defending him at all, but he said that it was a fantasy. So when y'all read all those messages between him and his woman, when y'all read those messages, he said that's all fantasy. That's what he said. Listen, I play a lot of fantasy. I ain't never played no fantasy about pagan. I ain't never played no fantasy about white men. I ain't never played no fantasy about none of that. And that's what makes it cap. I remember when Nasi Yasarahla got caught with a child molestation, he said he was sleepwalking and did it. So I can't accept that excuse. So I appreciate GRLA doing the live. I appreciate him, even with the saying fantasy, if that's the best way for him to deal with, the exposing that his woman did. Stepping down is really the only judgment. And then that begins some type of earmark of changing his behavior. But that's the only thing that I accept that's true, and I have to see it to believe it. I can't take his word. When you break this down, this is sexual deviancy, and this plagues the black community. Sexual deviancy plagues black people like you wouldn't believe. When you start watching porn, that's the start of your sexual deviancy. When you get molested, that's the start of your sexual deviancy. When you get molested, that's the start of your sexual deviancy.
When you get molested, that's the start of your sexual deviancy.
When you turn on the TV and you see sex, it starts your sexual deviancy. So what we're talking about with him, he didn't murder anybody. He didn't unalive anybody. He didn't do anything like that. But he did commit crimes against the Most High. He did commit crimes against his school. And he did show lack of leadership. So him stepping down, Lord allow, he get himself together. But if he steps up, if we hear from him in a month, we gonna know it's all cap. We hear from him in a month, that's cap. But SICARII as a whole, it's a wrap. SICARII don't hold no weight no more in Israel, if they ever, whatever weight they had, because you can't take away from before this day, GRLA was one of the most prominent Israelites. And let this be a lesson to us all. We could poke fun at this situation because I have, because when you're talking about something, I'm a troll. Like I can't say I'm a troll, but I'm a jokester. The reason why I can't say I'm a troll because in certain spaces I can only go so far. So I can joke. And so even in this, I've joked about it. Cap, is this judgment? Yes, it is judgment. Once again, for you sisters, do not let a man tell you that you cannot get counsel or get help. Do not. You are to contact either, like in our school, we have camp leaders. You can contact your camp leaders. It is not a sin. If your man said, don't contact the camp leader, you can't do that. The reason why they're telling you to do that is because they don't want the embarrassment of whatever it is that you have to say. And for the fellas, what y'all need to understand is that it's not going to be embarrassing if she gets counsel because it's going to fix you and her. And you got to recognize maybe there's something that I can't fix myself. Maybe there's a way that I'm acting. And you got to get out of yourself. You have to. Captain Tazaryak said it. You can play this video. When they say, when that sister, excuse me, when your husband or that brother say you can't get no counsel, play this video and say, Captain Tazaryak said I can get counsel. And you can do that, all right? So with that, I'll say shalom, Israel.
A bombshell hit. An explosion came down on us. And it hit tearing down GRLA Hebrew. And the only one that tore down GRLA Hebrew was his own Israelite brothers. It's a sad thing. That's a sad thing to see his brothers tear down GRLA Hebrew. That's what really do it. It's always our own people who we think got our back, people who's down with you, people who say they believe. That's why this is crazy. You see, it's crazy because you claim to be an Israelite. You suckers out there claim to be an Israelite, and you out there talking to this man wife behind him, knowing that they got problems, knowing that they separated, knowing that they split up. So you know this woman will do anything to tarnish him, to tear him down, and you Negroes is out there worried about what he's doing in his bedroom with his wife. It's crazy. Yes, I wouldn't do it. A lot of you out there wouldn't do it. But whatever goes down in that man's bedroom is that man's business. But for another Israelite brother, not Israelite brother, Israelite nigga, I don't look at him as an Israelite. I have no respect for him. I have no respect for that woman. I want to say some harsh words to her, but I don't want to get this messed up, this stream. You know what I'm saying? Already on strict stuff. But I know that feeling. I know that feeling, man. I've been through that. Going through the pain, going through the feeling, going through your own brothers, shitting on you, trying to tear you down. And I ain't just talking about on no YouTube stuff. I'm talking about way before that. Even on 125th Street, man. 125th. Your own people. Like I really gave my life for this. I sacrificed some of my children, my babies, for this right here. Just like GRLA said. I really gave my life for this. I sacrificed some of my children, my babies, for this right here. Just like GRLA said.
I really gave my life for this. I sacrificed some of my children, my babies, for this right here. Just like GRLA said.
Because I believed in what I was doing for the whole of the people. And then for some suckers to come out and just show text messages of him and his wife going back and forth because she's scorned. She's a scorned woman. Really, if you really look at it, it makes them niggas look bad too. All of them. All of them, man. So I'm just here to give a shout out. And I hope GRLA Hebrew hears this. Because I seen his video. I seen his video and I seen the other video where the dude came out. And that's what I really wanted to, yeah, he looked bad. I ain't gonna say he don't. Yeah, he looked bad. Yes. But to me, the whole Israelite stuff looks bad. All the Israelites look bad to me. All of them. Not just GRLA Hebrew. They all look bad to me. Especially when you are not there to uplift your brother. Pick him up when he's down. It's like y'all forgot all about the scriptures. Y'all forgot all about what the scriptures say and what the scriptures teach. There's only one goddamn judge. There's only one power that can judge him. And if he asks for forgiveness from your Most High, then that's the only one that can give him forgiveness. The hell are y'all Negroes out there trying to judge this brother for? And guess what? I would do this, like what I'm saying. If I got love for you, I would do this for you too. For real. I would step up and at least say something. Not get up here and kick him and beat him down when he's down. Hell no. You're supposed to be right there for your brother right now while he's down. This is the best time. And another thing for you, GRLA Hebrew. This right here, what you going through, it's going to be far gone, brother. It's going to be gone. Your Most High is going to wipe this away from your heart. You know how? Because all you got to do is believing in him. That's what y'all teach. You believing in your God, not these niggas. These niggas looking for views off of you now. You see what I'm saying? They looking to build themselves up off of your pain, off of your suffering, brother. They looking to build themselves up off of your pain, off of your suffering, brother.
They looking to build themselves up off of your pain, off of your suffering, brother.
So you got to stand up. Remember, I spoke to you on the phone last night. I told you to keep your head above water. Stand up, go live every other day. Do not stop, because once you stop, they got you. I didn't like when you said that you're gonna, what he said? Like, step down. No, brother. Step up, bro. Step your ass up, GRLA Hebrew. Because right now, what this is doing is showing you who are your brothers and who are not. That's all it is. And that's what the Most High God is doing for you right now. It's putting a clear picture in front of your ass. Because if they was your brother at yesterday, God damn it, they'll be your brother today. But when they tuck heels and run and leave you out there, brother, they was never your goddamn brother. They ain't got no damn love for you. These are These dudes here is crazy. And I don't care what nobody say about this. I have my own way of doing things. And I know you're not thinking rational right now, and you're not thinking right. I'm just hoping that you brothers raise up off the brother. He already going through enough right now. He's going through a hell of a lot right now, and he's paying his price for what he have done. He's going through it for what he have done. And he came out to the people and admitted what he has done, and he's sincere. He's willing to pay for his fault. Don't worry about them. You know, a lot of us out there got their little fetishes going on and want to do certain things. A lot of us out there, I'm not going to beat down or trash another brother when he's already down and going through something. God damn it, am I more of an Israelite brother than you niggas? Am I more of an Israelite brother than a lot of you niggas out there? Because a lot of you out there want to see this man fall from his position into that skank, to that scallywag woman. He's a skink. But Gorilla Hebrew was in love with him and still is. And you heard what he said? He said, man, I still love this woman. I love this woman. He said, I love this woman. And to that skink, to that scallywag woman. He's a skink. But Gorilla Hebrew was in love with him and still is. And you heard what he said? He said, man, I still love this woman. I love this woman. He said, I love this woman.
And to that skank, to that scallywag woman. He's a skink. But Gorilla Hebrew was in love with him and still is. And you heard what he said? He said, man, I still love this woman. I love this woman. He said, I love this woman.
This is a brother who really loves Israel. He broke down after he gave his speech, and you seen the tears flow from his eyes, bro. He broke down after he gave his speech, and he said he was going to step down. Yeah, you can step down from SICARII, but don't step down from your Most High, brother. Do not take your hand off the plow, brother. Do not let your light be dim. Don't let your light dim out and fade out. Don't do it, because a lot of niggas is waiting for that, and they want that. A lot of people want that, brother. They want your position. They want your spot. They want your followers. They want that, which is really nothing to the Most High, man. It's nothing, man. Give that to them. If that's what you want, here, take it. Guess what? You're going to be better than ever when you come back around. Look at what they did to me, for example. It's not about me, but look at what they done to me. Look at what they did to me, for example. It's not about me, but look at what they done to me.
Look at what they did to me, for example. It's not about me, but look at what they done to me.
So I'm only giving you words of advice because I've been through the slander. I've been through the fire. But what determines a man, what determines your heart is when you can stand up and walk through all of that right there and still stand and hold your head up high. That's me. They done called me a goddamn molester. They done said I've been with a 13-year-old girl at the age of 30-something. They tried to combine me and put me together with Polite, and I went through hell. That's me. They done called me a goddamn molester. They done said I've been with a 13-year-old girl at the age of 30-something. They tried to combine me and put me together with Polite, and I went through hell.
That's me. They done called me a goddamn molester. They done said I've been with a 13-year-old girl at the age of 30-something. They tried to combine me and put me together with Polite, and I went through hell.
And guess what? Damn it, all my people turned on me. But guess where SANETER is at? I'm still standing here in front of you, bro. I don't tuck my tail, and you should not tuck your tail. You stand strong on. If you say you really believe in the Most High God, stepping down is not believing, brother. When you step down, that right there is turning your back on the Most High God, brother. You have a lot of work to do. Still out there, Gorilla Hebrew. Check, they are powerless. You see, they ain't coming to your goddamn aid. Check, they are powerless, brother. They looking to get hits and views and pay. You know? You mean to tell me I got to come out and do your job and do what you supposed to do for your brother? I got to come out and do this shit? Yes, I curse. I curse this now. But goddamn, I got to come out and do this, and y'all supposed to know this, and y'all been studying and telling everybody, oh, I've been a Hebrew for 30-something years. Oh, I've been reading the Bible for 20+ years. Oh, I've been doing this for over 40 years. I'm an elder. I'm this. What the hell is you doing? No, you ain't none of that. You just a Negro using the scriptures to try to get women, to try to get girls, to try to get praise. Come on, man. That's all it is. That's all you're doing. JJ said because Israel jealous kills the entire movement. I said that. That's exactly what Israel do. You think this make Gorilla look bad? No, nigga. It makes Israel look bad. It makes Israel look bad. But see, when this came out, what the Israelite should have done was ran down on a nigga who was talking to his wife behind the scenes. Why are you talking to Gorilla Hebrew's wife, knowing that they separated, knowing that things went on? Y'all should
Round 2.
and tell them you're wrong. You know, that's what y'all was supposed to have done. But hey, y'all ain't gonna do that because people enjoy misery. People enjoy looking at their brother in pain, suffering. They enjoy that. With that, I'm gonna say peace and black power, family. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Appreciate that.
Listen to me good. When the pressure was on SANETER and the people were starting to try to run from SANETER,
And the people were starting to try to run from SANETER,
And the people was starting to try to run from SANETER.
and the people was trying to poke me in with the Polite situation as though I was holding the girl down and letting Polite do what he do. When they was all coming at me with that, guess what? Gorilla Hebrew never turned his back on me. Y'all have never seen Gorilla come out and bang on me over some Polite stuff. Not only the Polite situation, but also when they tried to come at me and call me a molester over a 13-year-old girl and I was 37.
when they tried to come at me and call me a molester over a 13-year-old girl and I was 37.
When they tried to come at me and call me a molester over a 13-year-old girl and I was 37.
Gorilla didn't do all of that. He stepped back and never accused me of none of that. And that's what make this hard right now for me, regardless of the sin you make. See, if you repented, what can I say about it? This is a community issue right now. Should be all of our problems right now. Something that we all should have a voice over. You wrong, Captain, wrong. Y'all taught Polite a new one. Yeah, but Come on, man, that's totally different. Polite was dealing with children. Gorilla Hebrew is not dealing with no goddamn children. This is a grown man and a grown woman. So you can't compare the two. You can't compare the two, man. You understand? You cannot compare the two. And he did not go through with it.
And he did not go through with it.
And he did not go through with it.
So Gorilla Hebrew did not go through with it. He bailed out at the last minute.
So Gorilla Hebrew did not go through with it. He bailed out at the last minute.
So Gorilla Hebrew did not go through with it. He bailed out at the last minute.
And then y'all keep on trying to defend his ex-wife. She is just as guilty. She is just as guilty and a scumbucket. Yeah, I said it. I called her that because every time you women, I ain't gonna even say sisters, every time you women get mad at the man or get mad at your man, then you want to release something.
Every time you women get mad at the man or get mad at your man, then you want to release something.
Every time you women get mad at the man or get mad at your man, then you want to release something.
But you ain't released it until y'all two wanted to separate. And who's to say that she was not down for all of that other stuff? When he's getting her or trying to get her to have sex with this man or that man, who's to say she's not down for it? So y'all trying to give her a pass. I'm not giving her no goddamn pass. Her ass is wicked as hell.
I'm not giving her no goddamn pass. Her ass is wicked as hell.
I'm not giving her no goddamn pass. Her ass is wicked as hell.
Her ass is wicked as hell because she does what every other woman try to do is when you and your husband break up, now let me go and give these receipts to one of your enemies.
Because she does what every other woman try to do is when you and your husband break up, now let me go and give these receipts to one of your enemies.
Because she does what every other woman try to do is when you and your husband break up, now let me go and give these receipts to one of your enemies.
Shit is crazy. Let me give it to your enemy and just tear you down off of your post, bring you down. And you got 2 children by this man, boy and a girl. Come on, man. Y'all, she wicked as hell. Peace and blessings. What's up, brother?
My only question about the situation is, how's these guys not being looked at as potential agents to the community that set out like with this whole goal? And it could be just one big act to just, portray the Israelite movement to be an evil and dark and sexual perverted movement. You get what I'm saying? Like a lot of these dudes not being counted as agents is working with Homeland Security, working with the FBI, working with the CIA. So, I think he should step down. I think he should be removed. And I think it should be more organic people from the grassroots that's brought up into these movements. You know what I'm saying? People that everybody is familiar with, opposed to guys that's just coming in and they got the money right away. They got the numbers right away. But we really don't know who these guys is, man. And like even looking at the text messages, like the woman who put him out there, she got him saved as a goofy. You know what I'm saying? So we not even questioning the character of the woman that he's dealing with. We just questioning what we read, and the whole thing can be just an act. It can be just a script, right? It's just a lot of weird things going on, and it's kind of hard to believe a lot of the guys that they put in the front that they couldn't potentially be agents.
Yeah, I feel you. What possessed my brother Alazar to even text some stuff like that, going back and forth with this girl?
Exactly, unless you putting on the show, unless you putting on the act for somebody,
Yeah.
Who is this woman? Let's check into who their parents are. Who is their mother and father? Who is their grandparents? Where are these people from?
Yeah.
Who is this woman? Let's check into who their parents are. Who is their mother and father? Who is their grandparents? Where are these people from?
Yeah.
Who is this woman? Let's check into who their parents are. Who is their mother and father? Who is their grandparents? Where are these people from?
Yeah.
Putting on blast for the whole world to know about. Because this is the whole world watch. Like, yeah, it might be 100-some people here right now, but soon it's going to be, it's still 100,000 people, 200-some thousand subscribers, almost 300,000, 400,000 subscribers that's going to see this.
Like, yeah, it might be 100-some people here right now, but soon it's going to be, it's still 100,000 people, 200-some thousand subscribers, almost 300,000, 400,000 subscribers that's going to see this.
Like, yeah, it might be 100-some people here right now, but soon it's going to be, it's still 100,000 people, 200-some thousand subscribers, almost 300,000, 400,000 subscribers that's gonna see this.
Yeah, what I do respect about Gorilla Hebrew is that he came out. He ain't had to do that, bro. He came out to the public and spoke on what was going on, and he accepted all responsibility of his actions. You got to respect that brother for that, man. He came out and accepted all responsibility for his actions, man. And guess what, brother? He's not the only one. There's a lot of them that probably doing this stuff right now.
Oh yeah, definitely.
There's a lot that will not come out. That will not come out, man.
Because I mean, this is embarrassing just as a whole. Because
yeah, it is.
Man, it's just embarrassing as a whole, man. I really don't even know what to say about it. Like, especially to that degree, man. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, the purpose was to tear him down and get him out of here. That's the whole purpose. And for that little sucker to come out and go behind his back and talk to another man's wife.
And for that little sucker to come out and go behind his back and talk to another man's wife.
And for that little sucker to come out and go behind his back and talk to another man's wife.
That right there is so how come nobody
Round 1.
his ass up?
And then even her saving his name as Goofy, that threw me for a loop. Like, you got him saved as the name Goofy. Like,
But check this out. She got 2 of his babies, so how can he be a goofy? She's mad. That's why she's saying that. She got a son by him and a daughter. So you will say anything because you're mad at him. You know how these women are, bro. I mean, I have done it. Captain Tazariak went through that one time when Polite tried to expose Captain. You know what I'm saying? With his ex-wife came out, and because she was mad and mad and upset at him, I don't know what happened between them two, but I'll tell you what, she was upset with him and they separated. And she came out to do what? To try to destroy Captain Tazariak.
Yep.
But she couldn't prove any of that nonsense she was saying.
Reading something, it's kind of hard to believe if it actually happened or not. You know what I'm saying?
No, it didn't happen because she said it. No, she ain't say it happened. When she was looking for the strap on, she couldn't find it.
When she was looking for the strap on, she couldn't find it.
When she was looking for the strap on, she couldn't find it.
You know why she couldn't find it? Because Gorilla threw it away. He threw it away.
You know why she couldn't find it? Because Gorilla threw it away. He threw it away.
You know why she couldn't find it? Because Gorilla threw it away. He threw it away.
So he came to his senses and said, no, I'm not doing this. And to me, let me tell you something. When I was reading the text and he was asking her, well, how can I make it up to you? You know what the hell this creep said, this goddamn slutty ass woman said, brother? She said, let me dominate you. Let me have power over you. I want to dominate you. What?
Yes, ma'am.
Bring your ass over here. You think you special or something?
No, ma'am.
You think you better than everybody up in here?
No, ma'am.
Oh, I get it. You think because you a low-life pig, you too good to watch me?
No, ma'am.
Assume the fucking position.
Yes, ma'am.
You better sound off, too. Say it loud.
I'm black and proud.
Yeah, say it loud.
I'm black and proud.
One more time for Rodney King.
I would have told that bee to get your ass out of my goddamn house. Get the hell out of here. And kicked her out and threw all her bags and everything out the goddamn window. I don't respect a woman like that. She said, let me dominate you. What? And the way I wanted to dominate him was for her to put on a strap and to throw up his backside. Let me dominate you?
Yeah. Yep.
Gorilla loved this woman. He was in love with her. And sometimes people will do anything they can do to keep this woman. But that's crossing the line when you do something like that. The love and everything go out the window. When she was looking for it, he already got rid of it and threw that stuff in the garbage. So right there, he didn't go through with the act, man. So just for having that thought, but the sucker that put that out, nah, he need to get up out of here, man.
Yeah.
He's talking to another man's wife when they already in a beef with each other.
If he's done what they said he's done, I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, he done it. You need to go and listen to him.
I know it made me think about that Passover. I mean, just think about the Passover 2-3 years ago. Everything that had to do with that at the strip club.
Yeah. All right. So let's see what is all the fuss about. Well, let's go to Exhibit A. Let's see what's the fuss about.
Y'all single? Y'all can have some. Yeah, y'all single, right? Y'all single?
You hear these niggas asking them, are they single? What the fuck? What the? Hold up. Hold up. Let me play this back again. They're these Hebrews. These are Hebrews. Knowing that you don't even supposed to be mixing up with no goddamn whores. Anyway, this is what your scriptures say, nigga. Look at this. Look at this. On the dance floor. Look at them niggas on the dance floor. Check. Look at them niggas all on the dance floor dancing to this evil and wicked music. Just like them niggas on the corner selling dope, selling weed, selling smoke. You just some dressed up fucking clowns trying to look like you somebody. You ain't no goddamn body. You got on fringes and you in a goddamn whorehouse. You all up in there knowing they got drugs and everything. And you can't lie and say, oh, we up in here teaching. No, you're not, nigga. No, you're not. We see you. We see you. You got on fringes. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this, yo. Hold on. Let me rewind that. They up in there. Look at this. They having a good time. Look. Gotta be better than this. Look at them popping bottles, holding it up in the air. Look at them. You know, they went outside later to try to cover themselves up, and the women that was coming out, they was getting on the women. Like, I find that to be fucking hypocritical. That shit is fucking hypocritical. You in there, you're lusting, you're talking about, are you single and all that other shit. Now you go outside, you post up. I should have took that video to show y'all, and you can see where they post up in front of the joint now. And so the women that's coming out, they condemning the sisters that's coming out. That is so goddamn weak and hypocritical. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Your ass shouldn't have never been in there from the beginning.
True.
Hold on, man. All right, Gorilla, you already know you got some explaining to do, goddammit.
I ain't got no explaining to do, man. This shit ain't no joke. I don't respect this little shit you doing. I ain't fucking with you, bro. Don't call my phone no more, my nigga. Straight like that.
So you mad, brother?
I know. I'm mad that nobody wants to follow the Bible and y'all are doing all this little ass shit. I don't respect it, period.
So talk to us about you going in the club, brother. What's all that about?
Listen, I can go to the club. Show me the Bible. Show me the law of God. I can't go to the club. I can go to the club.
Do you feel like you did anything wrong by being in the club? Biblically speaking.
No, I go to the club all the time.
No, I go to the club all the time.
No, I go to the club all the time.
All right. Secondly, did you feel like if the brothers approaching the females in a very provocative way was appropriate if they did that? Because I didn't watch the video. If they did that, based on what I heard on SANETER, what do you think that's appropriate?
I don't think it's inappropriate because we heterosexual men.
Hey, yo, Gorilla Hebrew, come on, man. You got to be honest, brother. This is some bullshit, and it's going against the Most High. Was this after the Passover, brother, or during after the Passover?
It was after the Passover, but no, let's be honest on what's right and wrong with the Most High. The Most High says, understand first, then rebuke. Judge not before thou hearest the matter. You ain't called me and asked me shit before you did this video, and I called you on the phone.
Why do I gotta call you, brother? Why the fuck do I gotta call you? I just call Yahweh. I call Yahweh. That's who I'm calling on. Yahweh have called me, brother. Why do I gotta answer the man? I don't answer the man. I answer the Yahweh, brother. What are you talking about?
Because you're trying to bring a man up on charges. So that man, according to the word of Yahweh, must be inquired about before you can bring up on charges. So don't tell me about you call on Yahweh. You don't call on shit, and I'm gonna let you know. Don't fucking call my phone again. Like
so
that.
What, nigga? Fuck you, nigga. I don't give a fuck about calling your phone, bitch. Fuck is you talking about? Like, who the fuck are you that I need to call your phone? Fuck you, nigga. I see that's the devil side of you coming out right now. The fuck out of here. Get off my line, bitch. The fuck? Nigga, you want SANETER? You want Frankie to come out, nigga? Frankie don't give a fuck about none of you niggas, all right? You need to know that. I'll turn the fuck up, too. What the fuck is wrong with you? That's the devil side coming out your bitch ass. Because you know you've been busted, nigga. You been busted, and now you acting like a motherfucking, you all emotional in your feelings. Like a bitch.
Like a what?
Like a bitch.
Like a gorilla.
Like a bitch.
Like a Levitical priest.
Like a bitch. Like a fuck. You emotional, nigga. But when you niggas bang on SANETER, I still walk with my head up high. I don't cry like you niggas. I don't cry like you bitches. I still come up on here and walk with my head up high. You niggas are crying like bitches. Fuck is you talking about? The fuck off my line. Your ass been busted, nigga. And that's why you mad. Because you been busted, pussy.
Because like I said, Gorilla Hebrew, he have always showed me respect. He have always came to my aid when I needed him. And when other people was afraid to come on, I would call Gorilla and say, yo, brother, I need you to come on and do a show with me. And he's right there.
So these are things that can be
that lead up to all of that.
There's some underlying issues.
He never turned his back on me, you know, so that's all it is with me. And the sucker that put the video out, put that stuff out, don't you know that he left the Passover to go be with his friend? Did you know that, Apostle?
How would I know that?
And that's why Alazar kicked him out of SICARII. And so now he felt that he had to get revenge for that. And that's why he did what he did.
So who put it out? Because I don't even know that.
Dude that used to be a member of the SICARII. But they kicked him out because he chose to leave and go be with his, his friend. And he committed adultery and beat his woman. That's what Captain just said. He should not get a pass either. And he committed adultery and he beat his woman. And you know who put it out is his wife after they separated and split up. She's mad. He got a son and a daughter by her. And so what she did was she did the worst thing you could ever do. She sent it to text messages to his enemy. She sent it to his enemy knowing that he will be the one to put it out. And not only that, he would want to see his wife have sex with a white woman.
And not only that, he would want to see his wife have sex with a white woman.
And not only that, he would want to see his wife have sex with a white woman.
What did you say, nigga?
White man. He wanted a white man to bang his own wife out.
Damn!
But she wanted it too.
Wow.
Yeah, she wanted it too.
Okay.
Well, sheesh.
He ain't know she was going to come out and do something like that.
That's why I don't want to talk about it. Because I did hear he had his wife to penetrate him with a dildo.
Yes, I did that. And you would do it too for a check. I was an employee. And I was going to get Employee of the Month. And that's on period.
What?
Yes, that's what was said. Yeah, that was. Oh, man.
But he said that was the thought that was there, but he didn't follow through with that.
Thank you.
When
That's
you listen to what he said.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
When the so-called bro, I'm gonna call him Judas, when he put it out there, he titled it To Catch a Predator. What about this has to do with a predator? Nothing. So that sparked my suspicion right there. Then you proceed to put this brother's phone number online. You proceed to put the names of this brother's kids online. You see what I'm saying? What makes you think you can be accepting information from this white man's wife about what's going on in their bedroom?
His wife is the one that suggested putting on a strap, but it never happened because he didn't go through with that.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
Now, the Bible says if you think about murdering a man, you've done it already. So in my opinion, if you want to live by this Bible stuff, he already done the thing with the putting the thing up. He already done it to me.
Period, poo.
That's finished with that.
Now he's been accused of things. Adultery, beating women. Ask himself. See, the reason why we know that is because we didn't know until GRLA said something about it, which tells us that they handled that situation in-house. And he said that his wife had been getting this information from this man's wife for quite some time, in his words. So, nigga, you been knowing about this.
Yeah.
You could have been and went to that brother and came to him and asked him, was there a problem? Is there an issue? Are you having some issues, brother?
Right. Go ahead.
That nigga's a snake. Anytime a woman is willing to come and reveal things in the bedroom with her man, that tells you right off the bat that she is in a malicious state of mind. She's automatically to be questioned and suspected because you're willing to tell sacred things to other people about the man you say you love.
Well, I think it's beyond, at this point, I would think it'd be beyond that because she couldn't love him. Dispelling them type of secrets.
So you know that there was an intention what that nigga had in the back of his mind and in his heart when all of this kicked off.
And what he had in the back of his heart was to try to get revenge because he got kicked out for leaving the Passover.
I've been in prison in 3 states, probably 10 different prisons.
I've been in prison in 3 states, probably 10 different prisons.
I've been in prison in 3 states, probably 10 different prisons.
If somebody ever said anything about anything with me, I would first laugh about it and then get online and say, now bring the evidence, bring the man, bring the witnesses, bring anybody that said anything, show the text man, show anything. If anybody made any claims about me that I'm not willing to tell myself, I'm there defending myself.
Yeah, just by speaking to another man's wife behind the scenes, going back and forth with her, that's punishment right there.
Yeah, I don't think every woman should be safe and free from anything that she don't want to participate in or whatever. Not that she can't reach out. When you get to start to telling details, now it's time for you to be like, okay, hold up. Let me reach out to the brother and see what's going on. And if you feel like you're in danger, okay, well, we really need to see what's happening. Now it's really time to reach out to the brother. We're not saying that nobody's mad at the woman.
The GRLA Hebrew, he wasn't beating on his woman. He's a husband, a good father. And there's so many other Israelite brothers out there who are really not sincere, but ready to bang. That's the problem I have with it. So this is only the first time right here for the GRLA Hebrew. So we still should forgive our brother, Yasha. Let me get Yasha.
Yasha been Israel. You know who I am, SANETER. Hey, I want to say this, man. When we talking about leaders, we want strong leadership. And what we can't have, like sexual deviance. Sexual deviance cannot be in leadership. I mean, they just can't. I mean, think about this, SANETER. Let's say if our leader was a great leader, but he was addicted to crack. You know what I'm saying? That weakness in him can allow that leader to come in and shut down our movement. The leader has some type of sexual deviancy. If he was, the enemy can send in, you know what I'm saying? His kryptonite, because if you was in this and you had problems with having sex with women, the enemy could send in a woman to shut down the movement. And this is the power because sexual deviancy is important. This is the #1 tool that the enemy has used to shut us down as black men. Look, open your eyes up. Being married is designed to block that. Now his wife messed up. She told their secrets. Even GRLA Hebrew have used scripture that said that a wicked woman is given to a wicked man.
We come from the goddamn streets, man. All of us, man. 99% of us come from the damn hood, from the streets. You gotta know that we still have some flaw in us. Some of us come from the penitentiary. Not only do GRLA Hebrew look bad, but the Israelite community look bad.
Oh, yes.
Because what did GRLA Hebrew say in his testimony? He came out and said, brother, why are you talking about me when your own leader is doing this and doing that? So he was accusing his own leader of doing the same thing. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all miss that? So it's not just him. There's a lot of brothers out there doing this. A brother said, if this was Fopi, Sanetta would be talking about the death penalty. you damn right. You damn right. Because these are the gutter Israelites that I be talking about. The filthy groups that I be talking about. So yeah, I would have damn sure called out the death penalty for them. Hell yeah.
If anybody take pleasure out of somebody or even yourself, fucking yourself in the ass.
Hey, yo, come on.
If anybody take pleasure out of somebody or even yourself, fucking yourself in the ass. Yo, come on.
If anybody take pleasure out of somebody or even yourself, fucking yourself in the ass. Yo, come on.
Now y'all getting crazy now. Y'all keep on trying to give the woman, the wife, a lot of more credit. Nah, man. Why you ain't been sending it out? Why wait till you get mad? Why wait till you get put out the house? Why wait till you got to leave? And now all of a sudden you want to put that out? And then you give it to his enemy who you know is thirsty to get at him?
They trying to make us believe she's some sort of victim. I'm not saying she hasn't been victimized in some sort of way, but based on those text messages, what type of victim is having these type of conversations?
Yeah, y'all gonna say that until your woman split up with you. We all know how this thing go. When your wife split with you and she's upset and she's mad that, things like that, what you think she's gonna do? She's gonna try to tear you down. I mean, you know how many men went through this, man? Captain went through it before. I almost went through it before. Y'all know that. Y'all all see it how we be up here.
I almost went through it before. Y'all know that. Y'all all see it how we be up here.
I almost went through it before. Y'all know that. Y'all all see it how we be up here.
Now, if it was children involved, then we would have a different conversation. Facts right there. We would have a different conversation after that.
Now, if it was children involved, then we would have a different conversation. Facts right there. We would have a different conversation after that.
Now, if it was children involved, then we would have a different conversation. Facts right there. We will have a different conversation after that.
So whoever it is, keep on putting polite in the title. Come on, man, that's a total different situation, bro. How come we ain't do this with polite?
How come we ain't do this with polite?
How come we ain't do this with polite?
That's a total different situation. So come on, man, you can't defend polite when the children is involved.
So come on, man, you can't defend polite when the children is involved.
So come on, man, you can't defend polite when the children is involved.
He say she repented. He say he's still dealing with her. That's for damn sure. He's still dealing with her. But the stuff that's so messed up is this man literally tells other brothers they gotta put their women away when they go out and sleep with somebody, right? This sister has repented. Hey, tomorrow when you out working, keep the kids for a few, I'm going to meet with this sugar daddy to try to make some money. Shit.
So that's his alleged wife that he claimed he's still married to, but his alleged wife is texting her saying that, hey, I'm about to go meet with Alazar, who she's calling the sugar daddy, to make some money.
Hey, no. Hey, time out. Let me get this straight. So what you mean to tell me, let me get this straight. So you're a self-proclaimed Levitical priest that goes to the club all the time. You don't find it sinful for the children of God to sleep with prostitutes, and you called a sugar daddy by your woman? Really? Like seriously, like all jokes to the left, right? As goofy as this is, let me try to make some sense of this. Okay, so the sister said that when the females of the other men, when they sleep with another man, you enforce it. That those brothers put those young women away. You see what I'm saying? You tell them, that's no longer your wife. She's committed adultery. You got to put her away, right? That's what you tell them. But you still dealing with this woman, and she calls you sugar daddy. So to try to make sense of all of this, it sounds like you're not really claiming this sister who let this other man push his rod deep inside of her. You just land with her, and to justify the action, you throwing her money. You paying her. And that's why she's calling you trick daddy. I mean, a trick or whatever. You see what I'm saying? I mean, what she call him? Sugar daddy. It's all the same thing. You all of that. But it seems like that's what you're doing. You paying this woman. You're a trick. She gonna make that shmoney because you're a fornicator and an alleged trick sugar daddy. All of those women in the club half naked that don't mind a half ball, half ponytail, that'll pay her to have sex with her. You don't have no problem with that. The same way that you don't have a problem with somebody walking up to your white mother and just randomly killing her.
The Most High allowed you, a child of his to come into planet Earth through the womb of a devil. Am I correct so far?
Yes, sir.
I don't understand. Is your mother the devil or she's not the devil?
She is the devil.
So your mother is the devil because she's white.
Yeah, she's the devil because of the men that she descends from.
And would I be wrong if I wish death to the white race?
Of course not.
So would I be wrong if I wish death to your mother?
No.
So would I be wrong if I killed your mother?
No.
Come on, man. What the hell is this, man? Yo,
See,
brother.
I gotta. You have to allow me to elaborate.
This woman held you in her womb 9 months, wiped you, fed you, did everything that she had to do for you. And that's how you feel about her? That's not honor. You see what I'm saying? That's not honoring your mother. That's in the 10. So then, when another little Israelite comes that has a mother that's not a Hebrew, this is the type of information that you install in them because they don't know no better. And you need a reality check, man. But like I said, man, you suck as a leader.